You're watching Samwelb12.
All right. Ground ball. Vladdy. Over. They do it. The Blue Jays have won the division. The Blue Jays have won the division. Pop them if you got them. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're watching Samwelb12 Experience.
Good evening, sports fans. What's up, hockey fans from coast to coast? Welcome to the Samwelb12 Experience. I'm your host. My name is Sam. We're ready for a good time tonight. Battle of Ontario, the Ottawa Senators, the Toronto Maple Leafs, gonna go toe-to-toe, put on a show tonight. Welcome to the best damn play-by-play on the internet. We are gonna have a great time tonight. Leafs, Sens, let's go. Welcome in. Beverly, how's it going? Lucas, welcome in. Jonathan, hello there. Welcome in. Billy, good to see ya. Welcome in. Lala, how's it going? Jonathan, Daniel, Barry, what's going on? Good to see you, everybody. Welcome to Good Evening. CB, what's up? Donald, how's it going? Welcome to the show. Hey there, Brad. Welcome in. Carson, good to have you along for the ride. We're going to be breaking this one down. Who's in, who's out? How do these two teams compare? Hey, Joshua, welcome in. It is Saturday night, and it is Leafs Sens. This is what Saturday night is all about, the Battle of Ontario. This was a rivalry that we've loved over the years, and we're going to continue these teams fighting. Toronto fighting to keep their draft pick. The Senators fighting to make a playoff spot. We're going to let you know what the chances are. Hey, David, what's going on? Welcome in. Let's start tonight with the lineups. Who's in, who's out, because we do have some changes. We're going to start with the Maple Leafs, who are 29, 28, and 13, and we do have some changes. Top line, JT, John Tavares, is going to be centering Easton Cowan, and Nick Robertson. That's going to be interesting. We got Max Domi. He's going to be between William Nylander and Matthew Nyes. Bo Grew, who is very quickly becoming a fan favorite, is going to be with Michelli and Dakota Joshua. Hey, Olivia, welcome in. Then we got Quinlan between Lawrence and Callie Yarncroke. On defense, it looks like it's going to be McCabe and Ekman Larson, Philippe Myers and Brendan Carlo, Simon Benoit and Troy Stetcher. Morgan Riley, apparently a lower body injury. Some may say it's the Ottawa flu, but Morgan Riley is out tonight. He will not go. Anthony Stolarz expected to get the start between the pipes tonight. And I'll be honest with you, I'm a little surprised we're not seeing Michael Pezzetta in this game. I thought for sure he was going to be in, but he is not. But the big news is Cowan and Robertson with Tavares, and of course Morgan Riley not in today's game. I know a lot of people going to be happy about that one tonight. Over for the Ottawa Senators, Batherson is going to be with Stützle and Claude Giroux. Hey, Randy, welcome in. Good evening. Brady Kachuk with Dylan Cousins and Ridley Gregg. We got Nick Cousins with Shane Pinto and Michael Amadio. Warren Fogle, who I like so much, going to be with Lars Eller and Fabian Zetterlund. And on the D side, Thomas Chabot with Artem Zub, Tyler Clavin with Jordan Spence, Gilbert with Monty Paulo, and Linus Allmark is going to get the start tonight. Dan, I was really hoping James Reimer would have been in there. I know it was a long shot, but Linus Allmark going to get that start here tonight. First time these two teams played way back in December. The Leafs won in a big way, 7-5. Last time these guys met up February 28th. The Senators won it 5-2. This is not the last time these two teams will meet. They play tonight and then again April 15th. In the last 5 games, Matthew Nyes has been heating up. He's got 6 points. Bo Grew has 3 goals in his last 5 games, and Matthias Michelli 5 assists in his last 5. Drake Batherson also has 5 points in his last 5, 4 of those being goals, and Claude Giroux 3 assists in his last 5. Hey, guy, how's it going? Welcome in. DV, what's up? Robertson hardly played with JT. Yeah, it'll be nice to see them get back together again. Antonio, how's it going? Good to see you. Welcome in everybody. Now, as you are coming in, as you are joining in, hit that thumbs up button for us. Smash that like button. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, use that finger and push that button. All right, Gumdrop, what's going on? Welcome in. Good evening. Now, these two teams are somewhat relatable, not really, in these based off the statistics. I was trying to find a parallel there, but there's really not a good one. Hey, Andrew, what's going on? Schneids, what's up? Dropping those hockey sticks. Maple Leafs now 20th on the power play, 19.2%. The Senators, 22.8%, 10th overall in the league. Toronto's penalty killing did drop off a little bit. They're now in 5th at an 82.9% kill rate. The Senators at 74.1%. In the faceoff circle, this has been the Leafs. They've owned it all year. They are number one, 55.6%. However, the Senators are number 2 at 54.5%, just behind them. Now, Stolarz has not been great in the games he has played. He's been okay, not great. An 8.93 record, a 3.34 goals against, ouch, and an 8.94 save percentage. Linus Ullmark, 21, 10, and 7 with a 2.79 and an 8.86. So a little bit better numbers on the goals against, but not great on the save percentage. So will this be a high scoring affair? Time will tell. In the last 10 games, the Maple Leafs are 2-4-4 with wins coming over Minnesota and Anaheim. However, back-to-back losses over Carolina and New York. The Senators, on the other hand, they're 7-2-1. They're coming off a win against the Islanders, and this is a very important game for the Ottawa Senators, as that wild card spot is 5 points away. And as we're getting down to about 13 games left, the Senators need all the points that they can get. Hey, Alan, how's it going? Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome to the party. ACB, Stolarz hurt his hand. I hope he's okay. I hope he's all right, but he's going to be a good one. Leafs are plus 240. Leafs are plus 240 today. So if you want to take the gamble, you might get a good return there. It takes some to make some. Hey, Colton, Leafs are bums. That they are. But hey, we want them to get that draft pick. We want them to keep slipping and a sliding. And the Ottawa Senators looking to get in there. They got to leap over the Islanders, who right now the Islanders sitting at 83 points, 1 point back of the wild card spot. There are going to be a number of games we're going to watch today to see what's been going on. Of course, some already have completed. Right now, the Blue Jackets are up 4-2 over the Kraken. Great news for the Blue Jackets as they're trying to hang on to their spot. The Blues and Canucks go in a little while. We're hoping the Blues win that one. We need the Blues to catch up to us. The Islanders and the Canadiens are going to go toe-to-toe. And this game, if Montreal can win, will help out Ottawa by holding those Islanders back a little bit. Bruins and Red Wings going to go. Those are the two teams that hold that those wild card spots right now. So that's an interesting matchup. Oilers and Lightning a little bit later. Jets and Penguins played earlier. That one went to a shootout, and it was the Penguins who won. So the Jets pick up 1 point. The Predators 4-1 over the Golden Knights. That's good news. Predators pick up a couple of points there. And the Flyers surprisingly beat the Sharks 4-1. I was watching that game a little earlier. That was a very, very, very interesting game. So the Leafs trying to get knocked down a couple of pegs. We were hoping San Jose would have won today because they are 1 point behind Toronto. Winnipeg 68. They can get closer. St. Louis at 65. They can get closer. We need these teams to start picking up and catching Toronto. Hey, Bush, welcome in. Welcome to the party. Welcome in, everybody. Of course, we'll keep our eye on the scoreboards as we go. But go Leafs, go. We want to have a good showing. We want a hard-fought battle between the Ottawa Senators and the Toronto Maple Leafs. And they never disappoint. Every time these teams get together, they are banging, they are crashing, and they do put on an entertaining show for sure. Hey, Bradley, how's it going? Are there any other Canadian teams going? Whoopsie daisies, as I pushed the wrong button. Don't do that, Sam. Are there any other Canadian teams going tonight? Yeah, the Oilers against the Lightning, that's at 10 o'clock. The Canucks and the Blues, that one's at 7. So those are the two. Of course, Vancouver. I'm sorry, Vancouver fans. Yikes. And of course, Montreal in action as well. Winnipeg did lose earlier. So most of the Canadian teams in action a little bit here today. And this is interesting. That was interesting. They were just showing a shot of Joseph Wall, I guess, in warm-up getting on. I didn't see what they were talking about, so we'll have to see if we're getting that change. And it looks Lucas is confirming it we are getting that change. So that's interesting. Stolarz, I guess, his hand not good enough to go. Joseph Woll is going to pick up that start, and that is weird. You usually don't see the same goaltender go in back-to-back nights, but I guess Stolarz is just bothered enough that he is not indeed eligible to go. So there's some late breaking news coming into this one here tonight. Now, in this game today, the Senators can earn 3 straight home wins against the Maple Leafs for the 6th time in history of the Battle of Ontario, the first since a 5-game stretch, January 21, 2015 to October 12, 2016. Brady Tkachuk can pass the great Alexei Yashin for 3rd most 20-goal seasons in Senators history, just behind Daniel Alfredsson and Jason Spezza. Daniel Alfredsson did it 13 times. Spezza did it 8. Yashin at 6, and so is Brady. So Brady can move past him. William Nylander, he has 16 career goals against the Senators. His 16 goals are the 3rd most by a Maple Leaf against the Senators, only behind Austin Matthews, who had 26, and Phil Kessel, who has 18. So William Nylander with 1 goal can get right behind Phil. With 2 goals can tie Phil Kessel. So we'll be watching some of those stories as this game goes on tonight. Hey, Donald, how's it going? It's going great here. Endrit, what's up? Welcome in. I was at my first ever Toronto Maple Leaf game yesterday. I hope you had a good time. I hope you had a really good time. They are certainly fun to go to, and that was a heck of a game. Got a little bonus time there if you stayed right to the end. JDA, what's going on? Welcome in. Replacing the faucets. Replacing the faucets, always a good time, right? Always fun. No, it's horrible. I got to do that too, and I keep putting it off. Keep putting it off. Today was a busy day for us. Got to get all the taxes in order, doing some tidying around the house. So I am excited the evening is here. I'm excited we're getting a Battle of Ontario matchup for Hockey Night in Canada, but I'm most excited that it's 7:08 and it is still very light outside. So this makes me super duper happy. Go Leafs go. That's right, Donald. Go Leafs go. And listen, well, it's with mixed emotions today. It's with mixed emotions because we want the Leafs to do well. We want them to put on a show, but we kind of don't want them to pick up any more points. So can they win the game and defer their points? Can they win and say, no, we'll give the points to Ottawa. We'll give it to them in advance, but let's just play the game for pride. Is that a thing? Can we do that? Oh man, Leafs going to look to put up some good numbers tonight. And I really, truly hope they can put up some big numbers. It's going to be super important for the Maple Leafs to put on a good showing. We don't know what these conversations are going to be like behind the scenes surrounding Austin Matthews. Matthews had successful MCL knee repair surgery, which is unfortunate. So he's going to be out, and this summer is going to be an interesting one for these Leafs for sure. Bradley says it's only 5 o'clock there. Nice, Bradley. You still got a couple hours of light ahead of you, which is a good thing. After this game, send Cowan, Quillen, and Grew down to prepare the AHL Cup. Call up the losers who aren't good enough to play. And DV8, I am very interested to see if that is the case. Facebook is saying Berube was fired today. Well, that's interesting. I certainly didn't see anything unless I can't imagine they would do it just before the game. Make sure to check your source, but I did not see anything, and I'm looking at Leafs PR right now, and they say Leafs goaltender Anthony Stolarz, he left warm-ups in Ottawa after taking a puck to the throat. Oh my goodness. Holy smoke. So it's not Stolarz's hand. Just a minute ago, Leafs PR is posting this. Leaf goalie Anthony Stolarz left warm-ups after taking a puck to the throat. Has been taken to hospital for precautionary imaging, and an update will be provided when available. So right now, Joseph Woll is the last line of defense. So Woll is the last line of defense, and this is where that Ebug situation comes into play. Now, if something was to happen with Joseph Woll, they would have to call that Ebug in. When they switch to carrying 3 goaltenders, which I believe starts next season, the Leafs will have an additional goaltender that they can bring in. Now, if they were in Toronto, they would have called up That's right, Andrew. They would have called up Hildeby or Arter. They would have called up somebody very quickly to come in. But because they're in Ottawa, they don't have, obviously, that option. So, Stolarz, we hope you're doing A-okay. Spending the larger... yeah, gumdrop. I wish. Last year I had to pay. But yeah, no notes about the coach. And again, I don't think that would break just before. I assume that would happen if there was a day off. So like tomorrow when they have a day off, something like that could happen. If you missed the hit, AJ Greer the other night, hit from behind, boarding on Calgary's Connor Zary, shoved him right from behind. He went down and slid heavily to the boards. He's going to have a hearing tomorrow. We'll see what player's safety is going to have coming off the Rocco Gudas suspension. What is this AJ Greer boarding going to be? And of course, is he going to get the book thrown at him because of all the outcry of the Gudas situation? So another situation with player safety there to keep an eye on. Len, that's right. Call the Zamboni driver. Get the Zamboni on. Say, you done the ice? After warm-up, you done the ice? Okay, come on in. So they're showing it. Yeah, Anthony Stolarz took it up high. They're showing it right now. He took the puck up high, looked like right at the side of the throat, immediately skated out of the crease over to the bench. They open the door, and down he goes. So we know they wear neck guard. We know they have a neck protection there, but you get a hit with the throat with a puck, that's still, it's going to ring you pretty good. That neck guard is really there to stop any skates from coming up. Hey, RK, what's going on? Welcome in. Put Pizzetta in goal. Man, I really thought Pizzetta was going to be in here tonight. Hey, Prep, good evening. Welcome in. Cedar, what's up? Welcome in as well. Welcome in. Ever put Sam in. Kevin, I am a terrible goaltender. Only once in my life did I strap on the pads, and that was for a siblings practice. And, oh, it was terrible. It was terrible. Says fired. All right, Jose. Well, I believe he's still on the bench tonight. So not fired as of yet. Not fired as of yet. So I think your source lets you down. What happened to Stolarz again, Lucas? So he took a puck to the throat in warm-up. So Stolarz, puck to the throat. He left the ice and has gone to the hospital for some imaging just to make sure everything is okay. They're not saying much more than that. Hopefully they will post something just to confirm like he's good. But a puck to the throat is certainly a scary, scary situation. All it says, Maple Leafs goaltender Anthony Stolarz left warm-ups tonight in Ottawa after taking a puck to the throat, has been taken to hospital for precautionary imaging. An update will be provided when available. So that is all it says. We don't have any more information, but very, very, I bet you very scary situation for Stolarz. So we'll have to see what comes in. Hey, Fred, what's going on? Nylander, what kind of a donut? Fred, what kind of a donut? Lala, how's it going? So if Wall gets injured, if Wall gets injured, it's going to be an emergency backup goaltender situation. So hopefully Wall does not get injured and we don't have to worry about that. Your officials for tonight, Pierre Lampert and Garrett Rank, going to be calling I almost said balls and strikes, going to be calling the penalties. David Breezewa and Jeremy Fauche going to be calling the offsides and the icings. They are finished the anthems. It's a beautiful day in Ottawa. They're going to turn the lights on in a moment, and this game is about to get going. Jared, what's going on? Welcome in. Lost yesterday, James. Coming to your Bruins, though. There you go. Leafs lock in to win this game. Hako, what's going on? The Gazarian, welcome in. Sugar, what's up? Welcome in as well. Not going to lie, the anthem made me think of the Cowardly Lion. Oh, the Wizard of Oz. How good, how good, how good it is. Senators wearing the third jerseys tonight. They look okay. They look okay. Let's get ourselves situated. We're going to get ourselves ready to rock and roll, and all the widgets will slowly start to make their way up as this game gets underway. Here we go. Leafs, Sens. It's time to play some puck. Center ice. Drop it. And we're gone. Grew in to take the opening faceoff again. He seems to be the starting center. This coming around behind. Ottawa bringing it right into the Leaf zone to get this one going early. Ekman Larson taking it away, playing it off the boards. And this coming all the way down the ice. Michelli coming in as well. He's going to drive his man into the end boards. I expect this to be a very hard-hitting, physical game. This back around, it's going to come out. Toronto picking it up, moving it back. Ekman-Larsson getting himself situated and ready to go. Ekman-Larsson pulling up behind the Leafs bench. Let's go, Ecky. Let's go. So Joseph Woll getting the start tonight. Again, he was not supposed to play due to an injury to Stolarz. He had to come in, and again, we hope Stolarz is okay. This coming around behind the Leaf net. Quinlan trying to take this one away. He does. Leafs have it in the corner. Going to flip this one out to the center line, getting knocked right back in, and Ottawa touches it up for an offside call as Brady Tkachuk and Jake McCabe exchanging some pleasantries just inside the Leaf zone. Hey, Patrick, how's it going? Welcome in. So here we go. Nylander coming on. Willie's going to be on with Domi today. We know Nylander and Domi have created a little bit of a connection between them. Some very nice passing between these two players, and we're going to see how that's going to continue here today. So Joseph Woll doesn't get a chance to do his full preparation. All right, good luck tomorrow, Lucas. You'll get him. You'll get him. Hey, Don, welcome in. Off the draw, Benoit. Going to pass it over. Leafs going to far side. It's going to be tipped in. Nye's going, but they're saying, nope, not over center ice. So another whistle. It's going to be an icing call, and this is going to back it all the way up. 6 wins in the last 8 games for the Senators. They've outscored opponents 28-18. So they can score a whole lot of games. A whole lot of games, a whole lot of goals. Travis Green, ex-Maple Leaf, who's the coach of the Ottawa Senators, has actually been very impressive in my opinion. You know, for somebody who is a mediocre hockey player, he's a really good coach. I like him a lot. Patrick just down the street in Kitchener. Of course, we drove through on our way to London this year, passing by. We gave you a wave as we drove past. Nylander right off the draw, going to take this puck, tried to flip it past the defenseman, couldn't really get that going. Shabbat was able to knock it down. Here come the Senators, trying to turn around Benoit. Long shot, Joseph Woll has it under his pad, and there's a quick little stick kind of tipping Joseph Woll. That's going to draw a crowd as Nick Cousins, of course, came in with a little poke with the stick, and nobody likes that. Nobody likes, after a save, a little poke with the stick, and of course, Max Domi right in there. He's got a hold of the arm. Turn around. Show me your number. That's Shane Pinto. So Pinto and Domi, they're about the same size, having some conversations. Nick Cousins was in there as well. Meet an emoji. That day, Jonathan, that's funny. Make one that says, get that pick. Get that pick. So Domi and Pinto, 11 and 12, each going off. 2 minutes for roughing, exchanging some shots. Hey, B. Disney, exchanging some shots. I don't think there are any Jaeger bombs in there, but Domi and Pinto going to the box for throwing a couple. You didn't drive through my town. Hey, Steve, what's going on? I'm a goalie. I make eat my blocker, right? You got to do what you got to do. It's a good thing those blockers have rounded corners. Jamaica Dave, what's up, my friend? Welcome in. Leafs going to win this draw. Ekman-Larsson going to bring it up. We're getting some 4-on-4 hockey here. Tavares going to play this one back. Toronto going to get first puck in the 4-on-4. Ekman-Larsson to Nylander. Willie going by one. Willie going to bring this one in. Passes it in the slot. Tavares still with it. Shooting. Nice little stop. Linus Ullmark going to make a save here on John Tavares. Lock in. That's right. Lock in. For swapping recipes. They were trying to decide on where to go after the game, and Domi says, I want to go for burritos, and Pinto says, no, I want to go for some fried chicken, and that started a whole brouhaha. Hey there, Jeff. Also, that's for sure. Got to get those D-men. Sen's going to win this draw. A little flip pass to the middle of the ice. Setting it up. Very weak pass. You know, I will say I like these red Senator jerseys, but it makes the name and numbers very difficult to see. The names are in like a goldish print, and it's very difficult to read from afar. Here's a long shot. Wall going to make that save. Now, if you're just joining us and you're like, hey, I thought Stolarz was starting. He was supposed to start, but he took a puck to the throat, so he had to go to the hospital. So Joseph Wall is the lone man on duty today. Dallas, what's going on? Applebee's. It's always Applebee's. Kevin, that could be. Chris, what's going on? Welcome in. No, Chris, no more OT. No more OT. 1:12 left in the 4-on-4. Off the draw, Sen's pulling it back. That's going to come out of the zone. Racing back to pick this one up. Ottawa bringing it all the way back, getting situated. Now they're going to start to work it. Dallas, you could see an Ebug, but it won't be who you're hoping for because they're here in Ottawa today, not in Toronto. Sen's going to back it up. Pete, what's going on? Welcome in. Absolutely, Pete. You are not wrong. Shane, thank you for hitting that like. I appreciate it. Sten's still pulling it back around their blue line. Leafs doing a good job. Everybody is switching up, getting some fresh legs on. Here come the Senators. Up the ice. Brady Tkachuk is going to bring it in. McCabe is going to turn him around. Passing it down low side of the net. Ekman-Larsson is watching his man. Senators coming in with a shot. Hits Wall. That's going to come around the boards and all the way out of the zone. Again, a quick shift here by the Leafs. Ottawa stepping in over the line. Bringing it back. Nice little hit here along the boards. McCabe taking his man down. Cowan picks up the puck. Here comes Cowan. He's going to pass it over. A little toe drag and a shot. Right on. Allmark is going to play it right up the middle, and it's poked free. Coming in hard. Quinlan is doing a great job. Quinlan and Cowan here together. The Marley connection, although Cowan hasn't been to the Marlies in a long time, but Quinlan, boy, he's had a good year. Quinlan and Grew both having a good year for the Marlies. Cowan going to chip it free, and this one, Joshua is going to send it down in the corner. Hey, Samuel, welcome in. Rick, what's up? Good to see you. This coming all the way back down the ice. Tavares playing it back. Leafs in their own zone, going D to D. Now around the boards. Robertson, cross ice. Over to Joshua. Joshua coming in. The 4-on-4 is done. We're back to 5-on-5. Each team with a pair of shots so far. Over on the near side, Ekman-Larsson pinching up. Tries to get it down to Tavares. Comes to the line for Myers. His shot is going to hit a stick. Going into the corner. Ottawa trying to clear. Leafs do a good job keeping it down, but a couple of bodies hitting the floor. Is turning it around behind the net and going to start working it up here was Dennis Gilbert. Nye's going to pick it up for Toronto. Nye's flipping it in. He's giving chase after it. Nye's coming in hard, putting Gilbert into the boards. Nye's didn't see where the puck went. Domi comes up. He's going to keep it in the zone, putting it around behind the net. Nye's being held onto, and Nye's had a hold of the Ottawa player's stick. So some mutual stick grabbing and holding going on. Refs letting it all go. Benoit circling over to Domi. Domi back across. Here's a long shot. That one goes just wide. Nylander almost got a tip. Carlo, he gets taken down. Almost a choke slam in the corner. Domi trying to get pushed off the puck. He's still battling, and finally, the Senators getting it out. Benoit working it back to Carlo. Good pace here so far. Real good pace. Getting picked apart. Sam seeing double? What am I seeing double? Hey, Lisa, what's going on? Welcome and to Samuel. Yeah. So true. That's okay. Here we go. Up over the line. Ottawa bringing it right back into the Toronto zone. Stetcher trying to force his man into the corner. Ottawa sending the puck in front of the net. Lorentz is going to take it away. Coming behind the net to Stetcher. Stetcher lost the handle. Toronto was able to work with it. And Stevie Lorentz is just going to flip this one out and down the ice. When's the cage match coming to the death? The chess match. I can't wait. I can't wait. We got to make it happen. Applications coming soon. Survivor chess. Here's Toronto in their own zone. That was so great yesterday. What a great conversation. If you missed it, we had a lot of fun on the stream yesterday. Ottawa going to move it up the boards into the neutral zone now, down into the Leaf zone. Waller's coming out. He's going to play this one around. Toronto, again, just getting it out, just dumping it out. Still only 2 shots apiece. 13 and a half to go here in period number 1. That's where we got to work on that Netflix deal. Hillbilly, what's going on? Brube, he's not the only problem, that's for sure. There are lots of problems. This going to come around being chipped. Hey, Esther, how's it going? We don't know. Hey, Jay. Stolarz has heard he took a puck to the throat. He went to the hospital for some imaging. We don't have any further updates yet, but they said there will be another update as soon as one is available. So we will be checking to see. Ottawa gives it away. Toronto can't get that one towards the net. How many Marlies are up to the Leafs? There's a couple. 2 for sure. On the forward lines, this coming around all the way down. Quinlan and Grew, the 2 forwards up from the Marlies. Slafkovsky scored for Montreal. Slafkovsky's been a beast. Hey, Jesse, how's it going? Welcome in. Wall going to play this one around. Again, Wall getting the late start tonight. Didn't go through his regular routine, so Wall's looking good here in the early moments. He's coming out. He's trying to get involved, trying to get himself into this game quickly. And it's hard when there's not a lot of shots early. You got to do what you got to do. Here comes Nick Robertson into the Senators zone. Robbie's still carrying it. Robbie stopping, changing to his left. Going to dish this one over to Cowan. Cowan shooting through a crowd. It's knocked down. Tavares trying to put it back door to Robertson. That one doesn't go. The Senators trying to get it around past Cowan. They comes to Tavares. Tavares to Robertson lets it rip. Cowan going to pick this one up. Robbie didn't miss by much. Back over to Tavares. McCabe, he's going to send it across. Here's a long shot. This one is knocked down. Wow, thanks, Chef Nick. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for subscribing. And the Ottawa player, Dennis Gilbert, is going to be knocked down. And Travis Green shaking his head. Great shift here. I don't, Lucas. I haven't heard anything. Oh, thank you, Chef Nick. So good shot. It hit Gilbert in the chest, and he kind of smothers up the puck. They're going to commercial break, but a good start to this hockey game. Some good back and forth. Let's see, Lucas, let's see if we can take a little look and see what the deal is with Sam Montembeault. So let's hop over here, see if we can find anything. Yeah, Slafkovsky gets the openers, 26 from Suzuki and Caulfield. So we'll do a quick little check here. Fowler getting the start. So yeah, nothing that really jumps out here. Let's see if we can do this. What is this? No, thank you. Okay. Let's see. So welcome in, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us here today. Let's see. Montembeault Experience a challenging structure. So yeah, it doesn't really say, nothing that I see here says anything recent about Sam Montembeault. So maybe it's just mixing things up a little bit. Lead Leafs blue. There you go. No, David, no chance. No chance. No chance. I mean, technically, there's like 0.1%. But yeah, no chance Leafs are making the playoffs. Right now, Leafs are playing for their draft pick. Trying to keep the draft pick. Jay and Shaden, thank you so much for dropping those hearts. I really appreciate that. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Oh, we love some Scooby. Love some Scooby. In Canu, how's it going? Lisa, I don't know if I said hello. We'll say hello again anyways. Welcome in, coming back from commercial break. Bo Grew, what a stretch he's having since coming up to the club. So Gilbert, he goes to the box for concealing the puck. And the Leafs are going to start here on the power play. Here's a one-timer from Nylander and a nice save. Leafs have scored first. And in the last couple of games, actually quite often, they've been scoring first. So let's go. Bo's been doing well. I'm split on Cowan. He has some really good moments. I agree with you, Bob. He really does. And then other times you're like, rookie mistake. But Cowan will keep getting better, and the arm is up. Looks like we got another penalty. This one could be against Toronto. It's Claude Giroux is going off. Claude Giroux got rocked. He's heading right down the tunnel. So Ekman Larson looks like he's going over. So Ekman Larson drives Giroux into the end boards. I don't really think there's any, well, he does get him up high. His head kind of gets squished into the glass. So 2 minutes for boarding. I don't really think that's boarding. I'll be honest with you. I disagree with that call. I don't think that's boarding. You see that play every time two guys go into the end boards. Just happened to be he hit him hard, and the head kind of got squished into the boards. So I don't really think this is boarding. I don't like the call, but hey, it's a call. It's a call. So there it goes. We're going to get more 4-on-4 action. Thank you for hitting those subscribes. That's right. Next Friday, David, next Friday, Blue Jays Athletics home opener. We'll be live. We'll be here, and I hope you'll be joining us for that one as the Blue Jays going to kick it off. Spring is officially here. Let's go. Maybe with the Blue Jays coming, they'll bring in that sunshine and warm weather. It's still light outside, 7:30. Here's a quick shot by Shabbat. That one's going to go wide. Zub picking it up. He's going to go across the ice. Shabbat in the middle of the ice. He's going to crisscross. He gets it. Sending this one over to Stutzlot's taken away. It's a race. It's Stetcher. Stetcher coming up. Tries to center it to Nylander. Takes it on his backhand. Tries to shovel it over to the shoulder of Ullmark. And he was able to keep it out. Stetcher now coming up. He's going to get it back to Nylander. Leafs working in the send zone. Good puck movement. Over to McCabe. Over to the far side to Stetcher. Stetcher. Pass behind Domi. Nylander picks it up. Threads the needle to McCabe in the middle. But he couldn't pull the trigger there. Holy smokes. It's coming, Bob. It's coming. That's going to be a big game. Back over to Stetcher. Stetcher to the middle of the ice for Domi. Toe drag to get around. Has the puck taken away. And here come the Senators. Nylander on the back check. What a defensive effort by William Nylander to take that puck away. Oh, my goodness. Domi going to bring this one back up. We need the Leafs to lock in. Yeah, Gazarian, we do. I'm doing great. Thank you so much. I hope it's a strong physical response, Bob. I hope they're going to come out hidden. Clean. We don't want to see them being dirty in cheap shots. We want to see a good, hard, clean game, but they got to take it, and especially to Gudas. So that's going to be an interesting. That game on the 30th is a 10 p.m. start, so it's going to be a late night here on the East Coast. All right, 20 seconds on the Senator power play. The 4-on-4 is over. Sens have an extra man. Going to work this one in tight, trying to shrink the Leafs, trying to shrink the space they're working in. Can't get it over to Shabbat. Going down low, looking for a backdoor play. That doesn't exist. Leafs doing a good job in their formation. Sens trying to walk out from the corner. Wall is down, and he's going to have it. Penalty has expired. So Simon Benoit and Dylan Cousins giving a little pushing and shoving there as they walk right out. I want good, clean hits, make them feel like the first round of the playoffs. Exactly, Bob, exactly. They're going to go to another commercial break here. Theo, Sam Eagle, what's going on? That's right. You got it, my friend. You got it. But yeah, Bob, we don't want them to come out and start, cross-checking guys in the head or, anything stupid where they're going to get taken off. Just run guys into the boards cleanly, right? You see an opening, you finish your hit. You make them play with their heads high. You got McDavid as your first pick. It's a good first pick. I don't have the best behavior. Is half-ass behavior good enough? Depends on the day. Depends on the day. Whatever the response, it will be a little too late. Hillbilly, that is valid. That is valid. Hey, Ottawa Senators fan, welcome in. The response should have happened right after the hit. It should have. So you're right. It is a little too late. But if they don't do anything, it's going to make a bad situation even worse, in my opinion. Willie scored last night. Thankfully, he was your first pick. There you go. Bart, what's going on? Gotta be the enemy tonight. Go, Sens, go. That's okay. Hey, we can't be on the same side every night. But that's half the fun is when we get to debate each other. We get to cheer against each other. Hey, Adrian, what's going on? Welcome in. Good evening. Oh, boy, oh, boy. What a wonderful day it has been, and we are looking forward to this game. Right now, it's a good, solid game, right? A couple of penalties on each side, a couple of hits. Giveaways aren't horrible. Face-offs are even. Shots are about even. This is an exciting one. Real exciting game. Senators, since the Olympic break, they've been okay. .727 win percentage. They've been doing a good job trying to get into that playoff picture. And they're gonna need guys like Brady, like Stützle, like Giroux to lead the way. Claude is back out on the ice in a take this draw. Nope, that's Stützle taking the draw. I lied. Sen's gonna win. Excuse me. Whoa, hiccup. Quick shot gets blocked and goes up into the crowd. That hiccup came out of nowhere. Sadly, I don't think Ottawa's going to make the playoffs this year. They have a great chance. They have a really good chance. They're right in the thick of it. But it is going to be close. Just under 9 minutes to go in this first period. And so far, I think this first period has been pretty good. Pretty good pace. Both teams trying to wake each other up. Off the draw, back to the point. Senators putting it in front, knocked down. It's right there. Leafs going to knock it away. Leafs are doing actually a very good job in front of their own net right now. They're closing it off, and when the loose puck is there, they're moving it towards the boards. Good sound defense. I wonder why that is. Oh, yeah. 44 not in the lineup tonight. Leafs definitely make it this year. Yeah. Oh, goodness, these Leafs. Here comes Cowan with a shot right on. Robertson in the corner. Robbie going to pick this one up. Back to Tavares. He takes a shot. Good. This line, Robertson, Tavares, and Cowan, they're clicking right now. They are clicking. They're looking real solid. Leafs defense. What's that? Dallas, Minnesota game, 2 powerhouse teams in Kanu. This down around in the corner. Quinlan with a little bump. Ottawa going to work the far side up to the red line. It's tipped, but that's out of play and a souvenir for someone in the crowd. How's your Oilers? Oh, my goodness. Leon Draisaitl, talking about the Oilers. Leon Draisaitl is out in Germany seeing the same doctor that Austin Matthews saw. And in an interview, Draisaitl said, all he said is he's going to be out for a couple of weeks. He hopes the Oilers can go far so he'll have a chance to rejoin and help them. Whatever that means, Draisaitl, I'm guessing, not available for round 1, questionable for round 2, if I read between the lines. Here comes Philippe Myers. Myers' long pass is coming all the way down the ice. Toronto trying to beat out the icing, and that is going to be called. Whistle actually went before the puck crossed the red line. Sweetie Kevin couldn't handle my awesomeness. That's funny. Yep, he's in Germany doing his treatment, whatever the injury is for. 5 teams in the East, tiebreakers and points, the playoffs. Andrew, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a wild, wild ride as it comes to a close. Not, what are we, 12 games, 13, 14 games left to go. It's going to go fast. Off the draw, Senators going to win this one, keeping it in the Leaf zone, playing it around, Leafs taking it away. They don't use the boards. They aerial pass this one, racing, trying to come through is Bo Grew, the goaltender, going to sweep in the corner. Grew takes out his man. Lorentz trying to walk into the corner. That gets turned away. And the Senators racing it up, going to chip this one in. Here comes a rush. Batherson put it in the corner. It's taken away. Grew going to play this back across. Leafs slowly. Stetcher to Domi. Domi to Stetcher. Stetcher over to the far side. Getting some fresh lines changed up. 6 shots for Toronto. 3 for Ottawa. Under 7 to go. It's not often you see Toronto ahead in shots at this point. Domi to Nylander coming across for Nyes. That one doesn't connect. Puck is going to come out. Sens chipping it down into the corner in the Leaf zone. Stetcher going back in here. He's being watched very cautiously by Michael Amadio. Working the puck up to Domi to the middle for Nyes. Nyes over the red line, going to flip it in the corner. Nyes going to give chase. Nylander coming around behind the net on the other side. Puck comes to Nylander. He takes a shot, hits a leg. Over to Nyes. Nyes leaves it for Grew. Grew He's going to send this back to Ekman-Larsson to the middle for Nylander. Nylander waited. His shot is going to get blocked. He's got to race back and pick this one up. Holy smokes. Slowing this one down. Ekman-Larsson taking a look. Here's a pass up. Bo Grew going to feed it over, and Brendan Carlo going to send this one in. Let's go. Holy smokes. We got a penalty coming up in the corner. Tripping is the call. Is this going to go on Joshua? They were all looking around. And Michelli. Is it Michelli? Joshua? It looks like it is Michelli going to go to the box. So tripping is the call. Gets a stick in the legs of Lars Eller when they return from commercial break. Ottawa back to the power play. Well, if it's in cards, you do. That's funny. All right, let me scroll back. There seems to be some hefty conversation going in the chat. Let's see what's going on. Who can I tell with Knobloch? I bet he confused. Are you talking Knobloch like Chuck Knobloch? Called off the wedding. Onyx is married. Oh, boy. Toast and strawberry jam with cheese. Is it jam season now, Dallas? Why would I play as a Marley when the Leafs will never want me for more than 2 games? Well, Jose, so they are keeping them up for more than 2 games. Bo Grew's been up here for several games now. He's been playing well. Quinlan has been up for several games. For a while, he's been playing well. So these young kids, they are calling up. They're getting some playing time, and they're playing very, very solid hockey. Really good hockey. Let's see. Ain't easy these days. Ottawa not far behind. Whoever gets in a win streak. Well, Andrew, it's all about, we see this year after year. It's all about getting hot at the right time. If you get hot at the right time, you can punch your ticket. You can seal the deal. That's our secret. No need to. Oh, goodness. Oh, man. I told my mom and dad. Let's see here. You guys are, hey, Bruce, what's going on? It's almost over. Bruce, and then the fun begins. Did I hear somebody say jam? All right, let's go. Coming back from commercial break. You guys are so entertaining. I'm glad we called up some Marlies. Give them a look. That's right. Give them a big look. See how they're doing. Right now, I think they're doing great. So Michelli to the box, Ottawa to the power play. They're going to win it back to the point. Here's a one-timer. Wall, I think, caught a piece, directs it up and at a play. So another face-off coming up. One of your faves. I love how Sam did it in your voice. I can't help it, Lala. I can't help but do voices. They just kind of come out. I can't help myself. All right, here we go. Lawrence in to take this draw. He's in here against Dylan Cousins. He's going to win it back. McCabe hammers this one out and all the way down the ice. You sound so manly. Turning it around. Here comes the Senators. Going to drop this one back. Leafs have a great road percentage on the penalty kill. This time they can't clear. Sens putting it down. Face-off spot by the hash marks over on the far side. Coming through the middle, it hit McCabe's stick and just trickled wide. Ooh, that was close. Blue Jays are next. Hopefully they won't fall apart. That's right. Jays already with some pitchers on the IL. That one kicks off Friday night. Here's a quick shot. They score on the power play. I believe this is going to be Tim Stützle, who walks in and absolutely fires it for a power play goal. Wow, what a blast. What an absolute rocket of a shot. Timmy Stu. Wall got a piece. There's a broken stick in his crease. He's got to kick the puck out. Coming in, and you know what? He's having a look around the legs, and this is just a rocket that goes short side. What a blast. Stützle, the leg kick, fires it. Did it go under the arm? So he had the arm up, he had the glove up, and as it came, he just couldn't bring his arm down fast enough. Great shot by Stützle. 1-0 Senators power play goal. Timmy Stützle from Shabbat and Batherson. Here comes Toronto back the other way. Senators going to take it away just inside their own zone. Now they work it into the Toronto, dropping it at the line. This coming deep around behind the net. Sends in here, bringing it around. Amadio trying to get away from Ekman Larson. He's all over him. Comes around behind. Pinto has Myers chasing him. His pass comes back and all the way down the ice. Hey, good night. What's going on? Welcome in. Oh, boy. This coming around. Nylander playing it back. Leafs giving up a power play goal. Something they don't do a whole lot of on the road. This is going to be flipped all the way down into the corner. Nylander coming after it. Domi watching his man, waiting for the cutoff pass. Ottawa reverses it. 4 minutes to go here in period number 1. Puck's going to come out to the middle of the ice. Ottawa in. Little backhand. Nice. Broken up play there. Good D. Was that Stetcher going down to break that one up? This coming to Domi. Domi to the red line. He's going to pull it back. Nylander is offside by 8 miles. Domi made one extra move at the line, and that threw everybody off. When you're on the rush, you can't do that. You got to carry it in and then make your move. But Domi makes the move, and he comes in offside. Wow. my buddy Lorenz. George, I don't know him personally. It was a great shot. It was a great shot. And I don't think it was Lorenz for not clearing it. But we'll break it down. We'll break it down at the intermission. Yeah, Lorenz never actually got a chance to get that puck. So Lorenz didn't clear it. He attacked his man, forced the pass. Here come the Sens. Putting on Wall again. Wall going to hang on to this one. But the Sens with some good passing, good puck movement. Eller doing a nice job. Looking for a lane to put it through, but he puts it into the chest to Joseph Wall. 3:22 to go. Shots now tied 6 apiece. Onyx is fake news. Hey, Mego, what's going on? Welcome in. Nice, Beverly. I have like no steps today. Been sitting at my desk most of the day. Tavares winning this draw. Toronto going to put it across. Joshua, a little backhand, getting it up to Grew. Grew banking it off the boards, putting it into the send zone. Joshua coming in here after it. A little reverse around him. Sends in the corner, fanning on it. Grew coming in after it. Michelli in here as well. The Senators going to play it away from him. Little stick lift doesn't work. Ottawa having some struggles. Finally, they're going to put this one down into the Leaf zone. Hello, Lala, son. Here's a quick shot. Nice stop by Wall. Senators, Brady going to pull it away, putting it towards the corner. Little bump here. Here's another shot right on. That's going to be kicked aside and come all the way down the ice. Racing for it. Good hustle by Cowan. Cowan trying to catch up here on Clavin. Spinning around. Cowan doing a nice job on the forecheck. And finally, Ottawa going to get it out. Toronto misses it. McCabe is going to race back and pick it up. 2:20 to go here. Here's Tavares. Little dipsy-do. Tavares up to the red line. Going to pass it at the blue line. And again, the Leafs offside. And Toronto, you can't make an extra move right at the blue line or you're going to be in trouble. You're going to go offside every time. So they have fans for golf. That they do. That's really funny. Why do the Leaf fans exist? So they have fans for golf. That is funny. This is going to be dumped in the zone, in and around. Ottawa cutting it off, taking a little bump in the boards. Senators working it far side of the ice across to the middle. Senators coming in with speed. Here's a shot. Wall got a piece. Rebound. He's comes flying across to the post. Senators couldn't pull the trigger. Under 2 to go here in period number 1. Picked up by Cowan. Cowan gives it away. Oh no, in the slot shooting. That one goes just wide. Easton Cowan. Those are those rookie mistakes we're talking about. Senators trying to come back in front. Tavares going to push it to the corner. He's going to flip this one up. Robertson was breaking. He tries to throw a little hit. Robbie goes down. Sens dumping it in. Toronto. Benoit going to back it up. Hey, James, what's going on? Welcome in. Stopping behind the net is McCabe. McCabe being watched here by Zetterlund. He's going to get the puck ahead. Toronto flipping it in the corner, going to give some chase. Hey, they finally don't go offside. Long pass. Gilbert sends it down the ice. And that is going to be an icing call just barely as Ottawa almost beat that one. So 1:04 to go here in period number 1. Can you please remind the Leafs it's all about tanking? That's right, David. David, it's all about tanking. We got to move down. 4 goals this season for Spence, ties his career high. Okay, for rookie. That's true. Hey, as long as you learn from the mistakes, you got to make the mistakes and learn from the mistakes. Raps played a real good team against Denver. Playoff-like, at least the Raps. Yeah, Rick, I'm excited for the Raptors, see what they can do in the playoffs. We'll try and bring some Raptor playoff coverage this playoff season as well. This is going to come back to Ekman Larson. Ekman Larson over to Philippe Myers. Myers going to turn. Passing it up. Ekman Larson turning around again. Look out, he's going to get put in the boards. Nylander comes back and picks it up. Getting it ahead to Domi. Domi over the blue line, just roll this one down. Feel like the Leafs haven't had a good quality shot for a little while. Puck comes over to Domi. Domi taking a look, tries to center it, can't. Second effort, puts it around behind the boards. Nylander back up to Domi. Domi across to Ekman Larson. Ekman Larson, he gets pushed out of the zone. 16 seconds to go. Myers, long pass up to Nice. Nice coming in over the line. Nice going to chip this one down. 6 seconds to go. Horn is about to go. Leafs putting it to the middle of the ice. Are they going to get a last shot off? No, they're not. The horn goes, and this period comes to an end. Ottawa takes a 1-0 lead to the intermission. Tim Stützle, his 32nd of the year. It was on the power play from Shabbat and Batherson. Wow. 9 shots for the Sens, only 6 for the Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs 52.6% in the faceoffs. 0 for 1 on the power play. Senators go 1 for 2 on the power play. 8 hits for Toronto, 7 for Ottawa. 5 block shots for the Senators, 1 for the Maple Leafs. 7 giveaways for Toronto, 5 for the Ottawa Senators. And that is how things stand after 1 period of play. Now let's take a little look-see. Do we have any further updates on Stolarz? It does not look like it. So that is very, very unfortunate situation. So we hope Stolarz gets some speedy recovery. Hopefully he is okay. Let's take a look. Let's see if I can share this. Can we take a look at this? No. Let's see. Oh, here, is this it? Okay, let's see. It's not great, but we can work with it. We can work with it. All right, bear with me just a moment. We'll work with this. We'll work with it. Let's see. No, that's not going to work. Let's see. Nope, that's not going to work either. Why, oh why? Why is it such a little teeny window? So let's try and bring this down here. Okay. I hate that I have to reformat this every single time, but that's okay. So I don't think we can really make it much bigger than that. So here's in warm-up. So the shot comes. Let's see if we can catch the right moment. Right here, you can kind of see Stolarz took that. He turns his head away, and it kind of caught him right off the neck, and he immediately skates away, right? He knows that one got him good. So here it is again. You can see the puck catches him. There's got to be a better angle of this, but he immediately leaves and goes off. So Stolarz kind of took that one up high, and not a pretty situation. We hope Stolarz is okay. Very, very scary moment. Anytime you do take that puck off the neck, I mean, I know you have neck guards and all that stuff, but it is frightening, right? It hurts. It hurts. If you've ever played hockey before, it hurts. So we hope he is and will be okay. So yikes, scary situation, right? Yeah, right off kind of the side here, right? You know, if it's a little lower, it catches that collarbone. If it's a little higher, you know, it can almost, you know, catch you in that jugular area. So scary situation. And he went right over to the bench, and he knew he was not in good shape. So we hope Stolarz is okay. That was not something to expect. He walked out under his own steam, which is, yeah, absolutely, Dallas. So you know that very easily could have knocked him out, right? So you hope he's okay. You just worry about kind of the windpipe and whatnot. And of course, very sensitive area there. Who shot the puck, George? That is a good question. That is a good question. Let me see if I can I see who takes the shot? No, I can't. I see the, I'm going to open this up full screen mode. Is that Nylander? It looks like it's Nylander who takes the shot. So Nylander who took the shot and caught him up high. So there you go. William Nylander took the shot. And again, it's, I don't blame Nylander for doing that. Heck, we, with our own son at practice, he's had guys take slap shots that have rung him off the head, off the cage. A lot of guys come in and, you know, you're putting it on net. And you don't mean to kind of hit him up there. You mean to hit him in the shoulder, the chest, give him a glove save. According to what I read, Stolarz is still at Emerge. Yes, I'm sure he'll be there for a while. Hey, if it's anything like our hospitals in Toronto, he'll be waiting there about 20 hours before getting seen. Hey, Victoria, how's it going? Welcome in. Nick, what's going on? Co-sends. Nick's going for those sends. When I play goalie, would come out after if you hit him in the head, warm up. When I played goalie, would come out after you if you hit it. Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. But yeah, we've seen at least, you know, a lot of these guys, you know, getting hit in warm-ups and stuff. And that's just a fluke injury, right? Because remember how their mask comes when they're down, their mask really covers that neck area and stuff. And so it's just a crazy thing with that puck finding its way of hitting there. But hopefully Willie's going to be sending some love his way after the game. And I'm sure after warm-ups, he got word to him to make sure he was okay. Can spring, yeah, right, Bob. Can spring happen? For sure. Dan must have run to Stolarz to check. So, yeah, if anybody's in the Ottawa area, can you figure out which hospital he's at and go give us the inside scoop? Can we go back to see Lorenz's boo-boo? Yeah. Hang on. I closed the window. Let me bring it back up here. Hopefully I gotta find it again. Give me a second. I gotta find it here. Bear with me. So let me open this up again. All right, so here's still right here, a very, very dangerous ouchie, right? A very, very bad shot. Just caught him up high. Let me see if I can I make it a little bigger? If I shrink this and then try to make it bigger, you can see it just catches him right in the side of the neck there. And he right away skates over, and then I'll go over. Here's the aerial shot. So he just catches him right here, side of the mask, which is unfortunate, right? And you knew right away. His glove makes it hard to see where it catches him, but just gets him right under the helmet. So, and he kind of turned, like he's here. He's looking at the shooter. The puck comes, and I'm not sure what he was doing because he doesn't really move out of the way, right? It's almost like he didn't pick up the puck, and at the last second, he kind of turns his head, and he takes it right off that side, which is bad news. Hey, are you down here by any chance? Okay, never mind. I was gonna try and get the helmet and kind of show you on the goalie helmet the situation, but that's okay. I don't have my props handy. I don't know what to make. The comment was so quick on the draw. General Hospital, yeah, General Hospital. Can you bring me your helmet? So we're gonna give you a little example here. We're gonna bring in the props. Blue, thank you for the follow. We appreciate it. But yeah, very unfortunate situation. So we're gonna get the props. Yeah. Is it still wet?
I don't know.
I want to just cover this here. So, so here we have the helmet, right? You can see on the sides how I'm trying. It's still a little wet, so it's still a little gross. So the puck kind of came and got him just on the side here. So we have these, right? So when you're down in your crouch, this front part is covered, and then you have the dangler that can protect it. So I guess when he saw the shot coming, he kind of turns his head and he takes the puck in on this side area. So just underneath the side of the helmet where it catches them here. So that is, thank you. Got it?
Any more hockey?
No, that's good. So very, very scary shot there. Slimy dangler. That dangler is coming very handy, I'll tell you. Don't hit him in the throat. Yeah, don't hit him in the throat. How dare you? No, right? You know, if Stolarz would have called me and told me this was going to happen before, I could have better prepared the props for tonight's show. Tell your son to take a shot on you and take examples. No, thanks. I'm good. Area needs to be protected. It really does. It really does. And listen, I'll tell you, even with his helmet and the dangler, he's gotten sticks when he's down. He's had sticks that have come up and have caught him, and he's come away with big, stick marks, little scratches. And he's got the neck guard too, right? And so it's just a very unfortunate situation where this puck kind of got him in an awkward spot. Let me see, if I can do... I wonder if I can find a shot on here that will best represent it. Everybody has, in warm-ups, there's not a ton of camera angles. But here, we can use this picture of him. Okay, so here's a picture of Stolarz. So here's the picture of him. And so in this picture, you can see, right? He doesn't have that same dangler like the kids have. So what happened is when the puck comes and he turns his head, this whole you can't see my mouse. Hello, mousy. This whole section here gets exposed. When he kind of is here and he's square, it's covered up. But as soon as he turns his head sideways, right here, it opens up. And if you look underneath, you can see all skin. Yes, there's a neck guard underneath here to protect from skates. But all here, when he turns it, you can even see straight through the mask. You can see the flesh. You can see the skin. So as soon as he turns it, it opens that area up and he takes the hit. The other thing, when we were looking at that clip, he was standing up tall. He wasn't, in that goalie crunch. So his neck wasn't protected. He was standing up and turned his head, which opened up that side. So very, very unfortunate situation. And that's life of a goaltender, right? You know that it's a risk coming in. And now that we've looked at these props, when we look at this again, again, we see right here, he's kind of in his crouch, but he kind of stands up and he kind of turns away from it. And right here, he turns his head sideways, and that's where it exposes that side of the neck. So very, very, very scary stuff there. What do guys aim for goalies? Rick, that is a good question. I would love to know, because our whole team looks to take off both our goalies' heads during warmups. They're just trying to shoot to the top of the net, right? They don't think, hey, there's no need to do this. LC, what's going on? Welcome in, welcome in. This happened in pregame, in warmups, just before the game. Got to play in a suit of armor. Yeah, and right, it was like mega. He was looking at it, and it was like last minute. It was like he was seeing Willie come in, and it's warmups, right? So he's just going through the routine, and he's probably like thinking about, tonight it's got to be a quick flight, got to get changed, got to get here, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, geez, and it kind of caught him by surprise, like his mind wasn't in it. So pretty crazy, but yeah, hope he's okay. Hope he is okay for sure. Ottawa General Hospital, I don't know if folks area call it. All right, let's see what else everybody's saying. When we warmed up our attendees, we kept shots low, waist high. It's called warm up the goalie, get warm. That's exactly it, right? It's so funny when I watch practices and I watch warm-ups. Hey, Ovi, and I see these guys, roofing it, shooting up high in the goaltenders. I'm like, it's not for you to score. You're not trying to score. You're trying to get your goalie into this game. You're trying to get him a feel for the puck, coming off the pads, making the glove saves, getting the hand-eye coordination. It's pretty crazy. I wish they'd sent me to Ottawa from my heart. Can't even get my... Oh, wow. I'm sorry, Prep. No one can see little Will coming. He's so short. That's funny. I have a young youth Jamaican here with me tonight. If you can say hi to Jaheim. Jaheim, what's going on? Hanging out with Jamaica Dave. Jaheim, I hope you're doing well. Thank God all these hockey players at the Olympic Games had to wear neck guards. Right? And listen, I get it. A lot of neck guards, a lot of this equipment is annoying. It's frustrating, especially when you're not used to it. But there's a reason. There's a reason you wear this stuff. Most pros know where the shots go. Right? You think so. And the other thing is, did this shot just get away from Willie? We saw in Toronto yesterday in warmups, Willie completely fanned on a shot, completely missed it. So did this just get away from him? Most pros know where their shots are going. Why do they hit the goalie in the chest so much? I think it's different in a game situation versus warmups. But like if you ever go to an open practice or something, you'll see guys from one end of the ice put the puck middle of the net from the other side. These guys, they have such good accuracy. Back in the day, Ray Bourque in target shooting was one of the few that went 4 for 4 and could do it time and time again. You watch guys now go 4 for 4 nonstop. They have such great control. But every once in a while, it does get away. It does get away from them. Let's see here. Bob, there you go. Willie's a little wonky. He's a little off. Neck guards are more for cutting that skate from the skate blade to protect you from that for sure. But it would have taken a little bit of the impact, not much. It still would have been hurt. It would have obviously protect him from any cut. But you can see where it's completely open, and that's where that design on the goalie helmets makes you wonder. It comes right up to kind of be in line with that jaw. Should they be wearing the danglers? Should that be a little lower cut on the side of the goalie helmet? It doesn't happen often. But neither did the situation with Clint Malarchuk on Buffalo many, many years ago, if you remember that one, where he got cut by a skate. And it was a very serious situation. That doesn't happen very often. We've seen it a few times. It's the same with visors, right? How many times have we seen skates come up and clip guys in the face? Brian Berard is an example there. Doesn't happen very often, but when it happens, it's a serious situation. So it's something to think about something to look at in regards of, the safety of these players. And it's different today with goaltenders because every time there's a whistle, you get guys charging the net and coming in with the sticks and, poking and prodding and trying to jam it in there. So it's, now more than ever, it's not like, back in the day, it was a little different. You didn't get guys that would do that because if you did, they'd get put on their backsides. But now, goalies aren't as safe as they used to be. Skate across the neck, flying it. Oh, it was crazy. Rob Probert stepping on Salming's face. That was gnarly too. There have been quite a number of those absolutely gnarly incidents. Yeah, Len, that was nasty. Ryan, yes, Stolarz is out. He got injured in warm-ups. We hope he's okay. Took a puck to the throat, and we'll find out a little bit later on. All right, they're back on the ice. Period number 2 is about to get going. If you're just coming in, welcome in. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that thumbs up, and hit that subscribe as well. Gallery, what's going on? Welcome in. Didn't Zednik on? Yeah, he did as well. So again, not a lot. It doesn't happen to a lot of guys, but when it happens, it is a scary, scary situation. Again, hit that like, hit that subscribe, drop the puck. Let's play some hockey. Here we go. Second period action. Senators are up 1-0. Great conversation here at intermission. We didn't get a chance to go through all the out-of-town scores, so we'll do that on commercial break. Hey, Vito, what's going on? Welcome in. Hayden, what's up? That's coming back down the ice. Senators going to work it into the Leaf zone. Timmy Stu had the lone goal for the Ottawa Senators. Leafs, Grew back in his own zone, up to Michelli, back to Grew. Puck bounced on him. Grew had to reach back and get it. He's going to chip this into the Senators zone. Took a little hit right in front of the bench. Oh, yeah, there's a game going on. This being played down, that's going to be an icing call. So Toronto, a little bit of bobbles with the puck here to start this period. Hope they can get back in shape there. The Islanders with a 2-1 lead over Montreal. That one ended the first period there. After Slafkovsky's goal, Heineman and Holmstrom getting the goals there. So the Islanders take a lead. Islanders looking to move into a playoff spot. Sten's hoping Montreal will take care of business in that one. So Domi gets waved out. Nope, now he's back in. Domi wins a draw over to Nyes. Nyes playing it back to the point. Here's a shot that's going to go high and out of play. No score in the Blues and Canucks game. That's in the second period. Earlier today, the Jets lost to the Penguins 5-4. The Wild beat the Stars 2-1 in overtime. Sabres over the Kings 4-1. Predators 4-1 over the Knights. Flyers 4-1 over the Sharks. Wow, a lot of 4-1 games. And the Blue Jackets 5-2 over the Kraken. So getting set to drop this puck yet again. Domi in to take it for the Leafs. Claude Giroux for the Senators. Domi waved out. Nylander comes in. Puck is dropped. Sen's going to win this one. Ottawa going to play it around to the red line, down into the Leaf zone, no icing. Back to pick it up. McCabe plays it here. Domi, he's going to go cross ice. It's knocked down in front. Ottawa with a great chance. Oh, Domi with a defensive play. Joseph Wall lifts his stick. McCabe picks it up, gives it to his Tendy. Domi saved the goal. Here's a long pass back to the point. Hops over the stick and out. Ottawa has to come back to pick this one up. Senators working it around their blue line. Leafs making changes. Ottawa to the red line, going to play this one in, dumping it down into the corner. McCabe trying to get it. Domi is there as well, back to the point. Sen swinging it across. Down in the corner, around behind the net. Ottawa, good puck movement. McCabe steps into his man. They can't take the puck away. To the point for a one-timer, Wall made the save. Rebound to Nyes. Going to play this towards the boards. Domi can't get it out. Sens keep it in. Good pressure. Ottawa to the middle of the ice. Here they come with a shot. Wall goes down, makes a nice save. Big hit in the corner. Sens still with it in the zone here. Ottawa holding that line. Domi watching his man. Going to play this down low, coming in front. Taken away by Nyes. Nyes, little backhand flip. Going to get this one down the ice. This line is going to go get changed up. Holy smokes. Big pressure, big pressure. Robertson coming in on the forecheck. Ottawa going to play it around the boards. This one up to the middle. Cowan knocks it down. Easton Cowan going to back it up. Long pass to Robertson. Robertson sends it across Tavares, knocks it down for Cowan with a shot and a rebound for Tavares, and he puts it just wide. Here's a long outlet pass. Ottawa back the other way with a shot. Nice save by Wall. There's a rebound the other way. Ottawa gobbles it up to the point, across. Here's a shot by Gilbert. We got a broken skate blade. So Tyler Myers, his skate blade got knocked out of his skate. He's got to hobble over to the bench. Here comes Toronto around, trying to center it for Robertson. He gets pushed into the crossbar. Cowan trying to hustle back, cutting through. Here comes Eller, drops it back. Ottawa changing on the fly, quick shot. That one is knocked aside. You just saw the skate blade come right off the stick. Ambrose, what's going on? Welcome in. This back over in the corner. Toronto getting it out and down the ice. Ottawa regrouping in their own zone. Everybody's going to go change it up. Broken blades. Yeah, you see a lot of those now. Skate blade just gets knocked right off the boot. Back to the point. Here's a long shot deflection. That doesn't come through. Callie Yarncroke here along the boards on the near side. Going to get it out. Ottawa backing up. Quinlan watching the Senators. He's going to go change. Ottawa up the middle. That's knocked down. Maple Leafs going to play it back so they can regroup. I saw my D partner in a junior game take a skate. Oh, my goodness. He was okay, Jamaica Dave. That's scary. That is scary. I'm glad he was okay. This comes out. Leafs have to tag up, ready to put it in. Puck comes over to Grew. Grew brings it in over the line. He sends it to Michelli. Michelli shooting up high. Nice save on the blocker arm of the Sens Tendy. Michelli back to the point. Over to McCabe. No room for a one-timer. Brings it to the middle. Shoots. That one is knocked down. Joshua. He tries to play it back to Michelli. Michelli. Backhand pass. Gives it away. Senators going to carry this one out. Ottawa over the Leaf line. Here's a shot. That one goes just wide. Sens still with it behind the net. Leaf D trying to pick it away. They do. Comes out in the middle. Grew couldn't get there. Ottawa putting it back down. Grew along the boards. He's going to bounce it back. Stetcher playing it back up to Grew. He slashes it out of the zone. Michelli trying to get it deep. Comes back to Grew, who goes to Nyes. Nyes just going to dump this one in. Holy smokes. Really, George? I didn't know that. This coming through. Ottawa back across. Hey, Jays, welcome in. That's right. At least there's some energy tonight. At least there's some energy tonight. Back behind is Myers. Myers going to play this across. Benoit gets kind of put into the boards a little bit. Myers going to backhand this one to the line. Held in. Walking up. Centering in front. Toronto's looking for it. Domi puts it into the corner. Over to Myers. Myers trying to come away with the puck. He's all tied up. Benoit comes over to help out. Domi in there to help out, but the Senators still maintain the puck. Big battle going on in front of the net. It's knocked away by Willie. Nylander is going to get this one out. Nylander fighting it down the ice, and Stützle is up on Nylander. Nyes comes over and puts his man down. Spence gets knocked down by Nyes. Here's a feed across, and Joseph Wall is going to get bowled over. The puck goes in the net. Philly Myers had his man all tied up, runs him into Wall. The referee right away says no goal, and the Senators are arguing, saying, hey, the Leafs defender pushed the man in the net. So this should still be a goal according to the Senators. But it's going to be goaltender interference. Oh, my goodness. They're going to go to commercial break. Power play coming up for the Maple Leafs as Stützle goes for goaltender interference. In Canada having their first disagreements. Oh, it's so funny. 5-minute game. Diablo says, get rid of him. Get rid of him. Oh, that was the best. Happy Saturday night. Saturday night, the best night for hockey. Next year is the year. That's right. Next year is the year. User, what's going on? Welcome and everyone again. Thank you so much for being here tonight as the Leafs are showing some signs of life, showing some energy, which is good to see. If you haven't hit that thumbs up yet, do us a favor, hit that thumbs up. It's free. And of course, make sure you hit that subscribe. We got to get up to like 910, 915 so we don't fall behind 900. Because every day, every night, we lose 5 or 10 people. So we want to keep it up there. Okay, let's see. I remember Boreas Salming skate to the face. Oh, remember that picture in the newspaper too? That was so gory. That was so crazy. Yeah, Boreas Salming. I mean, that was just a different period of time. He was very, very lucky too in that play. Could have been a lot worse. A lot worse. Playing the men's league in Whitehorse, no one to play there for them. It's funny, you talk about playing a Whitehorse. It just reminds me of Mystery Alaska. Mystery Alaska was such a great hockey movie. And every time I hear that, playing a Whitehorse, it just reminds me of Mystery Alaska. So, Anthony, we don't really know yet. Stolarz went for imaging. They haven't released an update as of yet, but we will be watching for the Leafs PR team to release something new about it. So we just don't know yet on what that story is going to be. But we will be watching. We will be watching. So here we go. Leafs on the power play. Going to bring this one out over the line. Over to Nyes. Nyes coming through right out of the corner. Nyes walking in. Rebound is there for Michelli. And somehow Allmark got a piece of that. Wow. Leafs coming in hard and heavy. Maybe the Zamponi driver comes in. Yeah, I mean, you never know what could happen. Want to see more Hildeby, hopefully. Yeah, hey, and it'll be interesting. If he's out, I think Hildeby is the guy that gets called up. Hildeby played well while he was here. Would like to see more Hildeby as well. So a glove save. Allmark just ripping the leather. 1:30 to go on the Leaf power play. Coming along the boards. Nylander puts it to Tavares, middle of the ice. Down low to Eyes, back to Willie. Nylander atop the face-off circle. Down in front to Tavares. He can't get it. Comes to Ekman Larsson to Willie. Back to Ekman Larsson. The puck is going to hop over his stick and come out. This coming back around. Michelli with the puck. They play well in front of Hildeby. Maybe they don't want him to play. That's true. That's true. Salming trained more NHL defensemen than anyone else. As soon as they learned the job, Ballard sold them. Yeah, it was a tough time in those days. Thank you. The first time you ever heard his name. Oh, you're very welcome, David. This coming back across. Nice. To the point. Ekman Larsson to Willie at the hash marks on the far side. Willie walking towards the middle. Puts it down low. Trying over for Tavares. A one-timer hits a leg and is blocked. Right idea. Nylander trying to come back to Tavares. That pass is too far. They got to back it up. Ekman Larsson going away as Ottawa was putting pressure. Ekman Larsson going to start to slowly make his way. Going to drop this one back to Nyes. Nyes to Nylander, back to Nyes. Coming in 10 seconds to go in the power play. Had one or two good chances. Comes to Michelli. Going to put it in front, giving it away. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Power play has expired. Ridley Gregg is bringing it up. Has it knocked off his stick. Regains it. Gregg coming in. He's got Stutzla with him. Gregg shooting, going up high under the crossbar. That one gets knocked down. Ottawa coming in on the far side of the ice now. 11.5 to go here in period number 2. Sending it through the middle. Deflection, and it goes in. Leafs are saying a high stick right away, but it's in. So this is going to be looked at for sure. It's going to be a high stick. They're going to look at it. We're going to get this one reviewed. Everybody was saying, it's high, it's high, it's high. So Zub kind of flicks this one up. It definitely makes contact. Beverly coming in with the super chat. Great chat tonight. Thanks for all the smiles. Beverly, I couldn't agree more. Thank you so much for the super chat. The best chat around. So this, to me, definitely is a high stick. The question is, was it the Ottawa stick or the Leaf stick? It looked like the Ottawa stick right away. And they've already made a decision. So this was very, very fast. Here's the call. No goal. Dan, you're very welcome. Very welcome. It is our pleasure. More social platforms. That's right, Kevin. We are on all social platforms. You can find us by searching Samwelb12 or go to our website, Samwelb12Experience.com. You can find out all of our social platforms over there. We also have a link tree, which I never really post anymore. Maybe I should. This coming around, Carlo gonna bank it through, trying to get it out. Joshua with it as well. Coming around, I'm gonna find that link tree because I haven't looked at it in so long. Grew bringing it around. Grew doing a nice job. This comes all the way down. Brady going to put it in the corner. He's coming after it. Brady takes Ekman Larson and Carlo into the boards. Ottawa still maintaining control. Back to the line. Here's a long shot. Wall made one stop. Can't make the second, and this one is going to count. 2-0 Ottawa. As Wall goes down and makes the first save, he cannot make the second, and Claude Giroux is going to get credit for this one. Wall made a very nice first stop, but the challenge is rebound control, and this was a big, juicy rebound that just came out, and this was an issue we've had with Wall his whole career. He has been much better as of late, but a big rebound comes out, and they make no mistake jumping on it and putting that one home. Wow. Just really, really got in there. All right, let's see if we can find it here. Give me 1 second. There we go. Oh, it is on. Okay, so my link tree is on. So Ottawa gets the goal, and they're looking for more. 2-0 Senators. Sens coming across. Back in the corner. Leafs down 2-0. 18 shots to 9. Here's another shot deflection. Puck is there. Toronto only has 3 shots in this period so far. The Senators have another 9. And it looks like now they're taking an interference call. Hey, brother, what's going on? Welcome in. And it's going to be Jacob Quinlan who's going to the box. David Boy, what's up? Welcome in. So no backup goalie. With Stolarz out, no backup goalie. If something happens to Wall, it'll be the emergency backup. Domi serving hot dogs. So penalty coming up to Toronto. Quinlan goes to the box. And now the Senators to the power play. My goodness. Sim Matthews to the Blues, and we'll give you Bennington. I think we need more than that. Oh, boy. Yeah, George, I thought for sure Pizzetta would be in tonight. I was so sure I put him on the thumbnail for tonight. But not the case. Lanosaurus, welcome in. Oh, boy. Unbelievable. Yikes. So Claude Giroux, Ridley Gregg, off the draw. Back to the point, digging this one. Trying to pull it forward, digging in the corner. Big battle here. 10 minutes to go. Halfway through the game. Halfway through period number 2. In the corner, Grew is going to rip it around. This is going to come all the way down the ice. So Giroux got the goal from Clavin and Spence. Stutzla gets knocked off. They're going to play this one out again. Back over into the zone. Spinning around is Järnkrok. Järnkrok is digging. 1:07 to go here in the Ottawa power play. Sens do have a power play goal already. They're coming again. Here's Brady feeding it down low. Back to the point with a shot, digging in front. Wall is down, has it covered. Brady is digging away, and here's where all the pushing and shoving comes with all those extra digs around the whistle. The Marlies are better. They got to get shots. They got to get shots. Not too excited. Yeah, Diablo. Well, we're glad you're here with us. We are glad you are here with us. That is for sure. But Brady just standing there in front of the net digging, and it took a couple of seconds for him to get some attention. And anytime Brady's in front of the net, he should be removed promptly. Zetterlund has gone to the dressing room, Sens fans. Zetterlund gone to the room, so we'll have to see when he returns. Here comes Spence. Spence going to drop it back. 40 seconds remain on the Ottawa power play. In over the line, Ottawa turning in the corner, chopping it back to the point. Cross ice, working it. In the middle, here's a shot. Big rebound again. This time Toronto gobbles it up, and they're going to send this one all the way down. Exactly, Joe. Exactly. You know what Brady's going to do. You got to just take him out immediately. In over the line, this coming cross ice. Ottawa rotating it to the point. 10 seconds to go. Stutzla back to the middle of the ice. Over to the far side in the slot. This shot is going to go just wide. 3 seconds to go. Power play has expired. Senzo still maintain possession. Good shift here for Ottawa. Cycling around the corner. Benoit keeping his distance. Someone go force him. Playing this back to the point. Over on the near side now. Shabbat going across. That's deflected away. Ottawa holding the line. Now Toronto going to push it out. Laurent's going to force the play. I don't know why they're so passive. Ottawa coming into the zone. Stetcher up on his man. The faster you get up on a guy, you force him to make a play. Hey, Daryl, what's going on? Like we say, Leafs next year. Leafs next year. Always next year. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. That's how the Oilers are feeling these days. Here comes Easton Cowan down over the line. Cowan driving. Cowan forced around behind the net, tripped up. Ottawa going to come away with the puck. No call there. Going to play this one in. Ekman Larson going into the corner, taking a bump there by Ridley Gregg. Toronto Robertson off the boards. Leafs give it away in their own zone. This put deep down in the corner. Myers is going to go pick it up. Ottawa is being very aggressive now. This is going to come back. Nah, no playoff chance. No playoff chance. Hey, 23rd, what's going on? Tavares and Spence pushing and shoving. They've kind of been going at each other all game here a little bit. But they're going to take a little bit of a pause. My goodness. They need to get stuff going on. All right, folks, we need a little love on the likes. We need 12 likes, 12 thumbs up. If you haven't hit that thumbs up yet, now's a good time. Hit that thumbs up button for us. And, of course, if you haven't hit that subscribe yet, hit that subscribe. Make sure your notification bell is rung because we want you to come back. We want you to join us, even if you're not a Leafs fan. Major League Baseball kicks off next Friday, and hockey playoffs, NBA playoffs just around the corner. We don't have the Leafs, but we'll have the Raptors, and what are they going to do? Should be a good time. It's going to be a great spring season here on the channel. Off the draw, the Leafs going to come away with it. Joshua, he's going to skate this one in. Oh, it's Tavares. I'm like, when did Joshua move like that? That was Tavares. This is going to come around in the high slot over to JT. Oh, not a great pass there. Back over to Robertson. Robertson has it taken away. This up the middle. Ottawa just going to carry. Leafs are giving him space. Going to work this over. Drop pass. Face off dot with a shot off the shoulder wall. Into the corner on the far side. Ottawa coming around behind the net, centering it back to the point. High slot, face-off dot. Here's a shot. Short side, another rebound. And Toronto going to play this one out. Lars Eller with a good opportunity. Ottawa going to take this puck away, going to move this one right back up. Over the line, coming all the way through. Wall with the paddle down, blocking that pass. Sen still coming. Ottawa to the point. Here's a howitzer. That one is knocked down. Big slap shot. 6 minutes to go. Domi going to feed this one over. Leafs going to get this one out and all the way down the ice. Can't even get into the Senators zone right now. Ottawa going to turn the other way. This one is chipped in. Coming in here after it. Benoit going to put his man into the boards. Domi in here digging with Stetcher, trying to take it away. Pinto is there for the Sens. He was battling with Amadio. Pinto sending it back to the point. This one is shot. Nice job there. Turned aside by Wall. Nylander with the reach. He's going to knock it away. And then the Senators take it right back from him, playing it off the glass and down the ice. Simon Benoit is going to race back to pick this one up. Let's go. Zamboni driver for Leafs. Sens. Look, that's right. Is Aries still available? 39 shot attempts for the Senators, 22 for the Maple Leafs. Leafs still only with 3 shots on net in this period. Ottawa has had 14. The Leafs' second period seems to be the worst in terms of shots given up. Here's a beautiful shot, and Joseph Wall squeezing those pads, holding that one out. My goodness. 15 shots now for Ottawa in the second period, 3 for the Maple Leafs. You're not going to score much when you only get 3 shots on goal in a period. 9 total shots for the Maple Leafs. 5 minutes left to go here in period number 2 as they are going to take a commercial break. Oh, and there it is. Much love and respect for Mr. Norris. And of course, our condolences to the Norris family. We love Chuck. So just taking a look, no updates yet on Anthony Stolarz. Nothing yet. So we constantly keep checking because we want to make sure he's A-okay. We want to make sure he is A-okay. For those that are listening along, you're wondering, hey, where's 4-4? Where's 44? Morgan Riley. Riley is not in today's game. He's said to be day-to-day with a lower body injury. Now, Morgan Riley had a terrible giveaway, coughed up the puck yesterday, which essentially cost the Leafs to lose in overtime. A poor turnover. We've seen that from Morgan Riley time and time again. So I'm willing to bet they didn't want to put him as a healthy scratch, so they listed him as a lower body injury to have him sit for a game or 2. So we will see what is going to be the story with Morgan Riley as time goes on. Leafs next game coming up on Tuesday. It's going to be a heck of a game. Leafs are actually going back-to-back. We had back-to-back Thursday, Friday. It's going to be back-to-back Tuesday, Wednesday. Thank goodness, because I got somewhere to be on Thursday and Friday. Boston and Toronto, Tuesday, 7 o'clock. Rangers and the Maple Leafs, Wednesday, 7:30. So Boston and New York coming up this week, and then 1 week tonight, the St. Louis Blues are in town. So we got Tuesday, Wednesday, we got Blue Jays on Friday. It's going to be a good week in the world of sports. All right, back from commercial break. Toronto going to get this one out of their own zone. Can't even get it to the Sens side. Senators dumping it right back in. Tavares along the boards. Going to chip this one out over the red line. Hey, Ottawa is going to pull it back into their own zone. It's the first time the puck has been there for a long time. They might not even need to Zamboni the Ottawa side of the ice. It's still pretty fresh. So another little pop-up commercial. McDonald's Star Sticks. I know a lot of us don't like eating McDonald's, but those mini sticks are pretty good. We picked up a couple today. Of course, we got 2 of the same. They're blind mystery packs, so you never know what you're going to get. And we picked up 2 more Kel McCarrs. So we got a couple McCarrs. Maybe we'll give one of them away on a future stream. They're saving the Zamboni driver. That's right, Len. They're saving him. You know, and Zadorov will destroy. Yeah, and you know what, George? Hopefully Pizzetta will be in that game. Hey, Onyx, what's going on? That's right. Kevin is gone. Onyx is here. Is this a pokeroo situation? Is Onyx Kevin and Kevin is Onyx? Are they one and the same? Could it be? Super wears Chuck Norris pajamas. There you go. That's going to be dumped down. 4 minutes to go here in this period. Kevin could never be as good as me. Oh, there we are. Darn it. They're in the same place at the same time. Domi going to play this one back. Long pass. This coming in. Nylander picking it up over to Nyes. Nyes has the puck in the Senators zone. Fans on the shot. Can't get the wood on it. They're going to bring this one out. Here comes Ottawa. Ottawa down the middle, splitting the D. Coming in, shooting off the goalpost. Kiss that post wall. Holy smokes. The pole saves the day. Domi going to chip this one down. Michael Amadio riding the pole. Ding in the iron. Senators long pass. Going to put this one in the Leaf zone. They're going to go change it up. Waller comes out. Leafs going to come across. I'm shocked how much Sen's paying the Zamboni driver. Really? How much does a Zamboni driver in the NHL get paid? I'd be very curious. It's going to be an icing call. Find out the Jays are giving out American Championship banners. Wow, Rick, that's cool. What a very, very, very cool thing. If anyone's going to the Jays game and on those giveaway days and they happen to get a couple extra and they wouldn't mind picking one up for me, I would absolutely love to do that. Thank you very much for letting me know about that thing to the person who posted the message. I appreciate it. $22 to $26 an hour. That's pretty awesome. I want to drive a Zamboni. I've driven a lot of things, but I have not driven a Zamboni. All right, hang on. So this guy's, give me a second. Let's go. All right. Hang on. Sorry. Working through here. Technical difficulties. Dallas, if you wouldn't mind going and removing, actually, can I do it? I don't know if I can. Fogle scores. Ottawa's going to score. Hey, Ottawa does it again. There we go. Okay, it should be good now. Should be good now. Again, thank you for that. Hopefully that is removed. All right, sorry folks. Had to deal with something that required immediate attention, but that should be good now. So Ottawa's going to put it in. Ottawa's going to score again. My goodness. Fogle gets the goal. I'm happy for Fogle. 5 goals in the last 11 games. Good for him. Warren Fogle picking up his 11th. The Senators go up again 3-1. And then the Leafs are going to score. The shutout is broken, and John Tavares is going to get the goal. JT does it again. This one set up from Easton Cowan. Way to go, Tavares. So the Leafs are still in this one. Leafs are still in this one. Let's go. JT to Cowan. Cowan to JT. He pulls it in and goes under the blocker arm. A nice pass by Easton Cowan, and Tavares puts that one in. Cowan and Carlo pick up the assist, so it's a 2-goal game again. Right, Dallas? It is unbelievable. This going to come out all the way down. We got an offside call. Whew, exchange a couple of goals. Go Leafs, go. Hey, Surfbomb, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in. You can see the goal because I was just dumping on them just like last night. There you go. Hey, Lucas, what's up? They're going to a commercial break. Oh, my goodness. If not for that high stick and goaltender interference, right, Len? Oh, boy. Wouldn't this be interesting? Wouldn't that be interesting? All right, if you're just popping in to take a look and check us out, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Again, we need just a couple more thumbs up, just a couple more likes. It's free. And hit that subscribe for us. Hey, Carl, what's going on? Go Sens, go. Sens are going. Give the guy the C back, Daryl. I agree. He's so good. He's still crushing it. 25 goals for Tavares. Man, JT, what a trooper he is. 56 points this year. He's playing. Last year, he had 38 goals. 74 points. He's not going to get there this year. He's not going to get there. Did it in 75 games last year. He's up to 70 games this year. But in, with another 10, 12 games left, he could pick up 5 or 6 more goals. He could get to 30. I think if Tavares gets to 30 goals, it's a great season. The difference this year, he's a minus 28. Last year, he was plus 10. He's a minus 28 this year. And I think that speaks for the team as a whole, right? It's not just him. It's everybody. When you look at Nylander also up there for the team lead in goals. He was a plus 10 last year. He's a minus 7 this year. Matthews, same boat. He was a plus last year, a minus this year. So that's something they're going to have to sort out. Matthew Nyes, plus 7 last year, minus 17 this year. Matthew Nyes had 29 goals last year. He has 18 this year. We'll be lucky if we get Nyes up to kind of close to 25. I think we'll be very lucky. So definitely not the season the Leafs were hoping for. 1:18 to go here in period number 2. 3-1. Sens have the lead. Leafs trying to come back in this one. Going to play it around the boards. Back to Carlo. Carlo shot. That one goes wide. Leafs pick it up. Back over to Grew. We want to get Grew. We need Grew to get going. There's the give. Here's the go. Shot right on. Nice play as Grew goes to Lorentz. Lorentz back to Grew. And he takes a beauty of a shot. They still brag him up. Yeah, exactly, George. And listen, Marner, I'm actually surprised. And, we'll take a look at intermission. Let's save it for intermission. We'll do a little review because that's actually something worth exploring. Off the draw, Leafs can't pinch the line, can't hold it in. Last minute to go in this period number 2. Over the line, Cowan can't get it, and Sens get it all the way down the ice. So Toronto up to 5 shots. They give it away. Ottawa forced into the corner. My goodness, Amadio doing a good job. Cowan is trying to take it away. Ottawa bring it back towards the front of the net. Nylander gets bodied off the puck. Picked up. Here comes Toronto. 3-on-1. Stetcher across. Return for Tavares. He can't get a stick on it. He turns at the referee. The arm is up and a penalty coming up to the Ottawa Senators. So the Leafs, 22 seconds to end this period. They'll go to the power play. Now, I would love to see a rule change in this situation. When you have a power play and you start a new period still on a power play, the face-off should not take place at center ice. The face-off should be in the defending team zone. The team on the power play should get to start the period in the other team's zone. The other rule I would like to see is when you get a power play, instead of starting it a face-off the other team's zone, I would start the puck at center ice, line one person up at center ice with the puck like a penalty shot. Everybody else is lined up along the far blue line, and you start the power play that way. You get a small breakaway chance unless somebody could catch you. I think that would be really exciting. This is going to come all the way down. That's going to do it. Period comes to an end. We exchange a couple of goals. Claude Giroux and Warren Foegele add to the list, and John Tavares gets the goal for the Leafs, and this one comes to an end. Shots on goal, 26 for the Senators, 11 for the Maple Leafs. Ottawa takes the lead in the faceoff circle, 56.4. They're 1 for 3 on the power play. Toronto is currently 1 for 2. 17 hits for the Sens, 12 for the Maple Leafs. 10 block shots for the Sens, 4 for the Maple Leafs, 12 giveaways. Toronto, 9 for the Senators. Outshot badly. 90% of their games, they've been outshot. You won't absolutely. Yeah, I think that would be real interesting, because in this situation, Leafs are on the power play. They're going to start the third period face off at center ice. It really should be face off in the Senators zone. I think that just makes sense. I think that's fair when you have a power play that goes across periods. And then I also like the idea of starting at center ice when you first get a penalty, right? You go to center ice, one guy, almost like a penalty shot. All the other guys, the 4 guys from the other team are at the blue line, and as are the other 4 guys from the power play team. And then the whistle blows, and it's a mad dash. You get a head start, everybody else has to catch you. I think that would be very cool. Hey, EA Sports, what's going on? Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Why are you deaf? All right, let's take a look. So what came up? Hey, stranger, how's it going? Oh, out of town scoreboard. Yes, let's do that first. Blues are up 2-0 over the Canucks. Suter and Buknovich, the goal scorers there. That's good. We want St. Louis to pick up some points. Montreal is taking the lead 3-2 over the Islanders. So they've come back with 2 straight. Alex Newhook and Cole Caulfield. Will he get 50 this year? No score, Bruins and Red Wings. So those are the only games in action right now. I totally agree, Sam. Team on the power play should start in the offensive zone, right? It just makes sense. The play, a disorganized game, that's not having regular lines. The NHL moves too fast. You got to know. That's true. You got to know where they are. You got to know where they are and how things move, right? If you don't know where your teammates are, you're in trouble. All right, let's go. Sam, you should tell Gary Bettman. I should. Hey, Mark. Welcome in. Gru is the current poster child in the age. He's awesome. Gru is looking great. Okay, let's talk. So it came up. We were talking about points and plus minus and all that, and the comment was made about Mitchell Marner, good old Mitchell Marner. So Marner, he's up to about 70 points. He's at 69 points right now in 68 games, 19 goals, 50 assists. So he's down from last year, right? Down from last year. Last year in 81 games, he had 75 assists, 27 goals. So will he get close to those? Possibly. The year before, he only played 69 games. He had 26 and 59. So even from when he played 69 games, that was one more game than he's played right now. He had more points. So Marner's points definitely down a little bit, but 70 points is still good, right? 70 points is still decent. It's not the 100 points he had the year before or the 85 or 99, 97 previously, but he'll get up there. We expect Marner to get more points. He still could be an 80-point guy. We still expect him to be an 80-point guy. So, good for Vegas, but he's not putting up the kind of numbers that he has previously. He's still playing about 19, almost 20 minutes a game. So down a little bit from where he played in Toronto, where he was over 21 minutes a game. But he's playing the hockey you'd expect Mitch Marner to play. He's not going to break records in terms of goal scoring. He's going to get you your kind of 20, 25 goals a year. The assists is what you sign Marner for, right? His playmaking ability. And that is certainly down from last year. For what they are paying Mitch Marner, that to me becomes, hang on one second. They're talking about the AJ Greer hit. I wanted to see if there was a ruling, but it doesn't look like they've said. So, with Mitch Marner making $12 million a year now, $12 million a year is one of the highest paid players in the league. Is this a guy that, at 80 points, is that worth what you're paying him? So that is really what it comes down to, right? Draisaitl at $14 million, Matthews at $13.2, McKinnon at $12.6, McDavid at $12.5, and then you have kind of Marner coming up there. So Marner at $12 million, same as Rantanen, higher than Panarin, Pettersson, Shesterkin, Nylander. So does Mitch Marner deserve to be the 5th highest paid player in the NHL? Obviously, this is for this season, doesn't take into consideration the extensions that some were signed. Kaprizov obviously is going to be at that top of that list as well, because next season he'll have a $17 million cap hit for Kaprizov, which is crazy. Who is worth 13.8? That's a good pick, Jose. We understand the contracts are crazy, and in all sports, I think they're out of control. But when you look at Mitch Marner and what he's doing, does he warrant being in that type of position? So let's take a look. Okay, if we go to the overall NHL stats, when we look at total points, Mitch Marner is not on the leaderboard. Connor McDavid, Nathan McKinnon, both on, in those top 5, right? McKinnon, McDavid are there. Draisaitl is there as well. Draisaitl 97 points, and he's hurt, right? So those guys are there, right? That's 1, 2, 3 of the top 5 are there. We know Matthews obviously is what he's going through this season, so he's not there. And then when you go down, your top point getters, Kucherov, a guy like Nikita Kucherov. He is, and I hate to say it because, gosh, I can't stand Kucherov at all. But Kucherov is a dominant player compared to, from a salary standpoint. He's a dominant player, and what a great deal when we try to take a look. Can I pull up the full rankings here? How far down the list do I have to go to find Kucherov? Kuch. He's all the way down, tied for 24th. Kucherov is at $9.5 million. Well, that's a steal. Kucherov is top dog in points, or in the top list every single year. Macklin Celebrini, what a great year he's having. Natchez is on the list. Pasternak, Scheifele, Robertson, Suzuki, all above Mitch Marner. All right, Dan, sounds good. Look at how much he helped Matthews get a 62-year. Not only that, but his own. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Don, listen, when you put great players together, they're going to make great plays. They're going to get points together, no doubt. But Marner's got some good players over in Vegas, but just not connecting the same way. They're a mess without Stone. He can't stay healthy. Stone has been one of those guys every year that something happens. Yeah, Rick, I would like to see that too. So for people who don't know what the jailbreak penalty is, the jailbreak is if you score a shorthanded goal, you essentially break the guy out of the box. So if you score a shorthanded goal, the penalty is over. He comes back on. So I think that would be good. How long till the third one, Bob? It is, where's the time? About 7.5 minutes. 7.5 minutes till third period. When you look at the goals, of course, we know he's not a goal scorer, so we'll skip the goals. We'll go to assists. McDavid at 78, Kucherov at 76, McKinnon at 69, Hughes at 63, Draisaitl at 62, Celebrini at 61. So he's not even on the top 10 assist guys, Marner. So, listen, not that I want to rag on Mitch Marner, but when you're getting the 5th highest contract in the National Hockey League and you're really paid for your playmaking ability, you should be in the top 10 in the league in assists. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be in the top 10 in scoring, but you should be in the top 10 in assists. When you're doing that as well, your plus minus should be high, and you're not, he's not in the plus minus section of it. When we go down to special teams, and this is where Marner really shines, good passer on the power play. In Toronto, he was very good on the penalty kill as well. No Mitch Marner on the power play point leader or shorthanded point leader. So all of that really to say is, losing Mitch Marner did not tank the Toronto Maple Leaf team. Pulling one player out does not crush a team the way Toronto has been crushed. Did Mitch Marner deserve to make $12 million a year? I think the answer is no. I think Vegas was silly for paying him that. I think Toronto did him a huge favor by overpaying him the years previously. I think $10 million was a lot, but in the case right now, do I think kind of 10.5 is where I would spot him? Maybe 11? Yeah, I do. If you back him up, if you look at who's at 11.5, Nylander is there, Pasternak is there, Rasmus Dahlin, Drew Doughty. I think that's the company where Mitch Marner should be. I think he would be down a little bit. And if that was the case, I think there's a chance he would have stayed, but he wanted more money. What tanked the Leafs is the fact their goalies didn't stand on their heads. They had the same issue last season. Diablo, you are spot on, and that's a great call out. This year, Toronto's goaltenders have been average. They haven't been spectacular. Last year, Wall and Stolarz were absolutely ridiculous. They were beyond spectacular last year. It's beyond spectacular. Both goaltenders were amongst the leaders in the goaltending categories. And that really covered up a lot of the issues Toronto had on defense. This year, they are just average. And all of those weaknesses in the defensive has become exposed. So the Maple Leafs' challenges defensively have become exposed, and now they see where to do it. When Toronto was scoring a ton of goals and they were getting unbelievable goaltending, those defensive weaknesses get covered up. When you're winning games, scoring 4, 5, 6, 7 goals, people don't look twice at defense. But we were sitting here, and a lot of other people online were still calling out, what is Morgan Rielly doing? What is Liljegren doing? What is this guy doing? What is that guy doing? Still these bad defensive plays, but it was okay because they were winning games. And yes, Tanev hurts for sure. If Tanev was here, would it be as bad? No, but it would still be bad. It would still be bad. So I think getting Tanev back, a healthy Tanev back, hey, Real, and getting some other folks in here would definitely kind of turn things around. You start to win in the defensive side of the ice. You can only explode with confidence if you're stopping pucks and you're getting pucks out. The Leafs have a terrible breakout play. The Leafs are very bad at getting out of their own zone, and that's something they're going to have to address. The breakout passes, not good. Nothing to do, Diablo, exactly. Nothing to do with Mitch Marner. I'm glad we can agree on that one. Again, one player doesn't tank everything. Hey, Jake, how's it going? Welcome in, everybody. Again, thank you so much for being here today. Leafs are having some trouble. It's a 2-goal game, 3-1. Senators are ahead. Leafs, when they return in just a couple of minutes, they're going to have 1 minute and 37 seconds on the power play. They're going to look to try and get back in this one. We don't necessarily want them to, but they can. John Tavares, by the way, with his 519th career goal, passes Dale Hawerchuk for 41st place on the NHL's all-time list. So there you go. John Tavares now 41st place in the all-time list, which is very, very, very cool. I love that. I love that. Good for JT. Good for JT. When do you stop caring if you win or lose? Well, at this point, I don't think we want to win. I'm still a massive Marner fan, but take it for what he is. A guy that can win a game in seconds, but also has the ability to hand the... Yep, 100%, yeah. And I think Nylander is the exact same way. Willie is the exact same way. Yeah, I think at this point, we don't necessarily want Toronto to win. I mean, it sucks cheering for them to lose. No, you know, that's not something we like doing. But we just need them to drop down a couple more spots. You know, getting that over, picking up a couple overtime losses hurts because it moves us up a couple more points in the standings. San Jose is 1 point behind us. Winnipeg is now just a couple behind us. If St. Louis can hang on, they'll be a couple behind us. We got to get down to that top or that bottom five, right? Need to get to that bottom five. Now, there's still a chance, even if they finish 6th or 7th, the way the ping pong balls fall, they could move up into that top 5, but it's going to be a scary situation. Do you support the idea of the Leafs tanking to get their first-round draft pick back? Yeah, one shot. Listen, do I want them to just play horribly and lose? No, I still want them to be competitive. I don't want it to be obvious that they're tanking, but yeah, I'd like them to get to that spot. I'd like them to get their pick back. I think it's important. Now, it messes up their picks a little bit later on. You know, that becomes problematic because what happens, Toronto still owes some draft picks, right? So they have no draft pick this year. If they keep their draft pick this year, they've already traded away their draft pick in 2017, so they would lose their pick in 2018. But I think that's okay. And so if that's the case, we know we have a top 10 protected pick from Colorado in 27. I don't see Colorado dropping into the top 10, so we know we're going to have at least a pick there. And then there's opportunity where maybe we can pick up a pick for 2028. You know, in the off season, we still have some good talent we could move. So maybe there's an option to pick up another top pick in 2028. Because if we keep it this year, if we keep our 26th, 5th, we'll have to give away that 28th. Because again, it was part of a trade, and part of that condition is if it doesn't come this year, it goes next year. And next year we've already traded away, so it would go to 28. But we are, you know, this year is going to be a tough draft year. Let's assume they don't keep it. Right? If they don't keep it, we have no first and no second round pick. We have 2/3 and a 4th in, you know, the later rounds, but not having picks in the first 2 rounds is going to be very, very, very tough for the team. That one hurts. So it would be very important to keep it. All right. So let's get things set up and ready to go. Getting set for third period action. Maple Leafs just want to get it close. Just want to make it close. 3-1. Tavares, the lone Leaf goal. Warren Foegele, Claude Giroux, and Tim Stützle, the goals for Ottawa. You know, Tavares, he's been great. He's been really, really a rock star. He's been a shining star for this Leaf team. All right, let's get things ready to go. Oh, we lost a couple. Let's get back over there. If you're just coming in, hit that subscribe button. Get back over 900. Let's do it. Because we'll lose even more. Here we go. Face off at center ice. Let's go. Tavares going to win the draw. Comes to Cowan. Toronto going to start the power play from their own end of the ice. And this is why I'd like to see that rule where they start in the other team's end. Leafs going to dump it in. Comes to the line. Ekman-Larsson couldn't hang on to it. This is going to come back out. Ekman-Larsson going to play this one back. Here comes Nylander. Putting it over to Cowan. Cowan into the line to Tavares. Tavares back down to Cowan. Goes around behind the net. Nyes is there. Nyes playing it back to the point. Pitched out. Over to Willie. Willie with fresh ice. Nylander going deep. Coming right out of the corner. Going to play it back in the slot with a shot and a beautiful glove save. Linus Ullmark with the leather with a brilliant glove save. That was nice. That was really, really nice. Sharp, which piece are you looking for? We use a number of different components. Big stop there. All right. What? I didn't even realize my chat froze. Sorry, I missed a whole bunch of your comments there. My chat just completely froze. Dave, how's it going? Welcome in. That's right. Smash that like button. Thank you, Dave. Toronto going to win this draw. Playing it back across. Looking. Here they come. Tavares in front of the net. They can't get it over to him. This coming back around. Oh, thank you, Donald. Yeah, I don't know either. We honestly, we lose about 10 to 15 people every night. We have people who subscribe during the show and then unsubscribe after the show. That's okay, though. Well, let's just get it back up there. That's why we need to get it up. We need everybody, tell your friends, come in, hit that subscribe for us. Now he's going to put it around behind. Toronto, 13 seconds to go on the power play. Cowan going to drop it off to Nylander. Nylander bobbled it. Nylander can't get it. Sends. Get it to the line. Nyes keeps it in. Nylander down low in the corner. He's going to get bumped into the boards. McCabe is going to rotate this around. He gets taken down. Ekman-Larsson keeping it in. McCabe making his way back up to the point. Power play has expired. Toronto keeping it in. Here's a shot. That one's knocked aside. Spokey, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe. There you go. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. I don't know why it didn't go up, though. Here's a quick shot. That's going to get knocked down. This back over the line. Wall is down. Puck is loose in front. Taken away. Grew going to get this one out. All the way down. Wall going to stop it behind the net. Yeah, I know people like to see the numbers goes up and down, but that actually hurts the channel a lot when people do that. This sends back in the corner. Nyes can't get there. Going to play it out. Toronto keeps this one in. Over to Domi. Domi centering it for Nyes. Can't pull the trigger there. Holy smokes. They're going to turn this one coming up. Over the line. Senators putting it across. Benoit. He can't get there. Ottawa turning, dishing it back. Sends, playing it across. Going to come out of the zone. Putting this one right back in. Here's Benoit in the corner. Benny going to turn out. Going to slide this one over to Carlo. Carlo, long pass. That's going to be an icing call. So we got a whistle here. Another skate blade kind of pops out here. This was on the Senators on a hit. The toe blade for Lars Eller, he banged his skate on the toe and the blade just popped right off. So let's go. Hey, Krusty, what's going on? Welcome in. Here we are. Oh, Krusty, it's frustrating. It's frustrating, that's for sure. 46 shot attempts now for Ottawa, 30 for Toronto. They need more shots. 12 shots going into the third period is not good. Not good at all. They give up the most shots in the National Hockey League. This coming back around. Here's McCabe. McCabe going to shovel it. Getting it out. Quinlan going to bank it off the boards all the way down the ice. And James, I love that. And we appreciate our channel members so very much. We wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for our channel members. Here comes Ottawa coming through. This is going to be knocked down aside. Back over. McCabe is setting it up. McCabe is looking. 4 minutes gone here in period number 3. It's a 2-goal game. Hey, Sasham, good to see ya. Wow, still waiting behind the net, not moving at all. Now the Leafs finally going to work it out, and they turn it over. That pass is knocked down by McCabe, too far for Nylander to get to. Leafs going to play this one all the way back. Got a race for it. Guys, wake up. Hammered around the board. Leafs, they've stopped skating. Here's an outlet pass. Can't hit Cowan. Cowan going to race to it now. These guys have to get skating. Krusty, I love it. It's always happy hour. Nylander steals it away. Willie sending it over to Tavares. Fakes a shot, walking right in, centers it back. Nylander to Benoit. He shoots. Knocked down. Cowan scores. Easton Cowan. Easton Cowan. Cowboy in the house. Puts it home. Wow. Good energy, good fight here by Nylander, Tavares, and Cowan. There it is. The Cowboy gets it done. I got to get an updated one of those for Cowboy. Wow. Right, Henry? Exactly. Oh, David, it's my pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you for being here. We try our best. Cowan gets the goal. James, I love it, right? Good old Cowan. Good for Easton Cowan, his 9th of the year. This is going to be dumped in. It's a 1-goal game. Benoit Nylander picking up the assists. Maybe that'll get everybody up, get the energy going. This is going to be dumped in. Ottawa putting it up high into the glass. Sens have it in the Leaf zone. This in the corner. Big battle going on here. Brady Tkachuk has been almost invisible today. Has not done much. That's going to be an icing call against Toronto. Good effort. Good work. Always good to see Cowan get the goals. Good to see him to continue to develop. Want to see Cowan get going, right? We want to see him get to that next level. It's been a tough season for the Rook. Face off in the Leaf side of the ice. Grew on the face off, loses it. Here's a long shot looking for deflection. Doesn't go. Toronto going to get this one out and down the ice. Going to roll right on net, so no icing call. Senators backing it up. Here's a long pass. Deflection. We got a whistle. Joseph Wall's helmet came off. So he's got to fix a strap. We got a broken strap here. Broken screw, something. Wall's going to take it over. Easton Cowan watching his goal on the iPad. I tell you, I hate having iPads on the bench. So Joseph Wall takes that one right off the mask, and his strap didn't pop off, but it looks like one of the screws on the top that holds the cage on might have come loose. So they're going to fix that up, get some repair jobs in there. Senators 6-1-1 in their last 8 home games. They've outscored opponents in a big way, 31-15. But the Leafs are keeping it tight here. 3-2 is the score. Helmet all fixed up. He's going to put it on, make sure everything is good. Again, no update on Stolarz. I haven't seen anything come across the wire yet on Stolarz. If you missed it, he left the game in warm-ups after being hit in the neck with a puck off a Nylander shot. Sen's going to win this draw. They're going to dump it in. Leafs had 6 shots in the first, 5 shots in the fourth, 4 shots here in the third. Hopefully they'll get some more shots. Sens had 19 shots in the last period. This going in the corner. Sens putting the pressure on now. Maintaining some offensive zone time here against the Leafs. Senators still with it. That shot went high. Back to the point. Bringing it in. Quick shot gets blocked. Robertson able to knock it out of the zone. Senators backing it around. They're going to bring it right back in. Spinning on the knees. Playing it to the point. Here's a long shot up high. It's knocked down. That one almost got by wall. He went up high for it, and it got knocked down in a hurry. It just stopped before it got there. Harris is welcome in. Emergency takes forever, but Leafs can afford private health care. That's for sure. Here comes Nylander. He's cutting right around, trying to center it in front. That pass is cut off. Tavares puts his man in the corner. Cowan working with Tavares there, trying to pull it out. Cousins in there for the Senators, and this is going to come around behind the net. They're going to send it all the way down the ice, and it's going to skip up and head a play. So another souvenir. We got a commercial break. 13:06 to go. Period number 3 is the Maple Leafs hanging on. And this one again, right in the face. Right in the face on that cage on the helmet. Unbelievable. All right, folks, welcome in again. Thank you so much for doing what you do. Thanks for being here tonight. Leafs doing kind of what we need them to do, right? We want them to be competitive. We want them to be in here, but we want them to keep dropping down. While they're at commercial, let's hop over. 2-1 now. Vancouver is on the board. They get a goal. Philip Hronek, he scores. 4-3, Montreal and New York Islanders. That one is getting interesting. Wings and Bruins tied at 1s. Lucas Raymond and David Pasternak, the goal scorers there as well. If they're going to lose, they need to stop taking it to right. Exactly, Diablo. They just got to lose in regulation, right? Lose in regulation. Cowan may as well tie it up. You know, I'm happy to see Easton Cowan getting some props like that. Part of it, hey, hunting, fishing, what's going on? Part of it is I have an Easton Cowan draft day jersey, so I'm autographed, so I want that value to go up. So come on, Cowan, we need you to be a good player. Got to drive up the cost. Stolarz is probably watching the game on TV in the ER waiting room. Could you imagine? I hope he's okay, and that's that, you know, he's able to do that. George says draft picks aren't the answer. Got to play to win. Oh, Montreal trying to put them out. Trying to set the Islanders down. That's a very important game, as is this one, because the Islanders just sitting ahead. Now, with Philadelphia's win today, they move ahead of the Senators. So if the Islanders win, they would jump into the top wild card spot. But Ottawa trying to catch them. Off the draw, 13 minutes to go now. Sens with the puck, going to play it into the Leaf zone. Taken away by Ekman Larson. He curls around behind the net to create some space. Puck over to Cowan. Cowan bringing it into the Ottawa zone. Dumping it in, giving chase. This is going to be ripped around the boards, pinching up. Leafs trying to hold it in there. Senators still with it, losing it. Cowan takes it away. Cowan over to Tavares. Referee, get out of the way. Tavares is down. He shovels it to the point. Gets knocked away again. Sens try the other side. This time they get it out of the ice. Out of the ice, out of the zone. Ottawa bringing it into the Leaf side now. Back down in the corner. Ekman Larson up on his man. Nylander is there trying to take it away. Big battle along the boards. Sends Zetterlund putting it around behind the Leaf net. Cowan comes over. He can't move it. Has the puck taken away from him. He's still battling in here in the corner. Lars Eller in there as well. Cowan knocking it away from Eller. Eller regains it. Going to flip this one around behind the net. This coming around with a wraparound. Wall is down. Legs are post to post. Puck is still out. I thought I heard a whistle, but play goes on. And the Leafs get this one out and all the way down the ice. 11:50 to go. No icing call. Senators going to put this one around. Holy smokes, they are on the move. Zarian, they are flying right now. Cordy, hat trick tonight, maybe? Wouldn't that be something? I don't think so. Here comes Carlo. Going to carry it up, dropping it for Lorentz. Lorentz going to put it back in. Oh, it's Quinlan, excuse me. Quinlan around, coming across, looking for a deflection in front. McCabe comes down low over to Quinlan. Quinlan on his knees. He gets back up, has the puck taken away. Yarncroke trying to get over there, and it's going to be Nick Cousins. Plays it out down the ice. Batherson plays this one in. Toronto backing it up. Carlo over to McCabe. McCabe, he's going to look around for it. McCabe carries now. Being worked on by Stutzla. Pass up to Domi. Domi with a nice move. Domi trying to get over the blue line, turns over the puck. Stutzla goes around behind his net, and he's going to turn around yet again. Stutzla, a little chip pass. Here's a long pass up and tipped into the zone. Senators playing it around. Nye's going to send it down the ice. Right back. Senators bring it right back. Benoit along the boards. 10.5 to go. Here comes Nye's again. Playing it too far away for Domi. Hops off the boards, and that's going to be an icing call against the Ottawa Senators with 10:26 to go. Wowie zowie. Ottawa coming close. A good work by Fogle as the pad was down along the post. He reaches out around it for the wraparound. Very, very nice play. Your chat with Sam. Sam was so starstruck. Gumdrop, he is. Rick is awesome. Rick is the best. So waiting for this face-off. Spoiler alert. Senators off the draw. Bringing it back to the point. Cross ice. Here's a long shot. Off the boards. Rebound. They score. Amadio gets the goal. He puts it in. It's 4-2 Ottawa. The Senators put it in. Oh, Olivia, feel better. Feel better. The Senators put this one in, and the Leafs are hard pressed right now. The shot comes off the end boards around the other side. Wall slid too far, and by the time the puck came out, Amadio puts it in, and Simon Benoit was right there, but just couldn't tie up his stick fast enough. And those goals suck. Those ones are so hard. The shot comes off the end boards, right back out in front. Those ones are tough. Tough, tough, tough. Senators are coming for more. Remember, they had a couple of goals called back on them as well. Here's McCabe, plays it to the front of the net, over to Bo Grew. Grew is going to flip this one up. Leafs next couple games, Tuesday, Wednesday. I hope you'll come hang out with us. Hey, Hockey, what's going on? Watching your Bruins. We play your Bruins coming up this week on Tuesday. Should be a fun one. Leafs and Bruins, always exciting. Stutzla, wheeling and dealing. He's going to try and get around Michelli. A little pass over. The return feed from Batherson, too far. Going in the corner. McCabe came for a big hit, but Stutzla kind of turtled and fell down. Grew going to play this one all the way back around behind his own net. Just about 9:10 to go here in the third period. Only 14 shots for Toronto. Yikes. 3 shots here in this period. They actually had 1 shot taken away. 14 shots at this point in the game is just bad. Here comes Ottawa walking in again. Another shot. Wall makes another save off the chest. Nylander spinning around. Willie. He's going to wind up. Willie going to get it up to the red line over to Tavares. JT trying to drag it into the middle. Can't do it. Ottawa takes it away. Senators going to play this one out. Tavares back in, but he's offside. Offside. They're going to commercial break. Do they really need to go to commercial break? Can't we just play this one out? Just run the clock. Let's just say they aren't trying in. Yeah, right, Jonathan? Exactly. 13.5 for Matthews. How about 50 million for Wall? That's a little much. That's a little much. Joseph Wall, outside of his rebound control, is pretty solid, right? He's pretty solid. So I have no issues with Joey Wall. I like his game, but he needs some help defensively, and that is certainly a trouble. If you're just coming in, welcome in. My name is Sam. Thanks for being here. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get over 900. Let's get to 905. We need 6. Just 6. There's 242 people along with us tonight. Hit that subscribe button. Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll be back for a couple of games. Friday, it's baseball. The Blue Jays with Kevin Gausman on the mound are going to start the regular season for real. And I'm very excited for that one. The Blue Jays look to have a promising year this year. Of course, Trey Savage starting this season on the injured list with some shoulder pain. Hopefully he'll be back. Hopefully he'll be okay. So that I'm excited for that. That gets underway Friday. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. There we go. Back to 9. You should try doing a collaboration with Tank for the end of the season. Dave, listen, I would love to. I'd absolutely love to, because I'll be honest, I think we call a way better game than he does. But people love to see him get all worked up and crazy. So I'd be open for it, but I don't think they would. We would need everyone to tag them and on social media and tell them to come talk. Because I think it'll take the power of the people. All right, coming back from commercial break. Yeah, I think we call a way better game, in my humble opinion, of course. No disrespect, just reality. This across a long pass. Nylander going to chip this one in, coming into the zone. Again, they're very much pay to play over there. We are not. Ekman Larsson, his shot. That one came close, wraps around the boards. Ottawa going to pick this one up, trying to bring it out. Spencer, thank you so much. There you go. I'm glad you think so. Nylander coming around, put it across. Hits the leg of Ekman Larsson. That's going to get knocked down. Here it comes back out over the line. Ottawa trying to split the D. Going to be forced to the corner. Carlo wrapping it around. 8 minutes to go. Up to Tavares. Tavares loses the puck there. Nylander takes it away, gets it back to JT. Tavares going to turn around over to Benoit. Benoit to the red line. Going to send this one in. Down here after it. And that, of course, into the seats. I'm Rose. It is my pleasure. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with us tonight. We know this season did not go the way the Leafs wanted it to go. And a lot of the bandwagon folks who usually hop on the Leafs wagon this time of year obviously are no show. But we're having a great time. We always do. Win or lose, we make it enjoyable. And that's a big part of all of you in this chat. Best chat, such knowledgeable folks. Lorentz down in the corner. This coming around. Quinlan coming in here after it. 5-3 now, Montreal up. They have a 2-goal lead. This over to the near side, racing up. Benoit trying to keep it in. He cannot. All the way down. Myers back to pick it up behind the Leaf goal. Sitting here taking a look. 7-10 now. 7-10 to go. Eric, what's going on? Welcome in. Go Sens, go. Wants those Sens to move up, get one step closer to that wild card spot. Joshua bringing it in. That was pretty darn close to offside. This coming out. Get me your email, Sam, when you can. I'll say, okay, here they come again. Ottawa walking in and they score. Nick Cousins is going to do it. Can one of the mods drop the email in for Rick? Rick, we'll get it put in here for you. Let's get behind the Raps. Absolutely. Raptors coming up. We'll get their playoffs run. We'll get some coverage. I can't stand listening. Yeah. Ambrose, no comment. But I hear ya. I get it. Joshua, no Morgan Riley tonight. No Morgan Riley tonight. There it is. Just one L, though. Just one L. So Samwelb12 wait, what? Samwelb12YT@gmail.com. There it is. If you want to drop me an email, there's the email. Thank you so much for putting that in. Sometimes it does take me a little bit to respond via email, but I will get back to you. This is going to be chipped out. Sens bringing it right back in. Rogers says, no. That's right, David boy. Sens get the 2 goals. Cousins and Clavin picking up the helpers on that one. A 3-goal lead now. The goals that were called back or called off, they get it back. This coming around behind. They pay you the big bucks. Nye's going to dump this one in. Under 6 to go. Shabbat going to play it around. Toronto stepping up. They need 3 to tie. Very unlikely. Still sitting at 3 shots in this period. Puck rolls on Wall. Wall's going to play it right back out. Tavares to McCabe. McCabe behind the net. Going to put it around. Let's go. Up Giroux. Oh, we've been slimed. We've been slimed. Cowan going in the corner. He turns away from it. That was a weird play by Cowan. Senators back to the point, keeping it in along the boards. Over to the other side. Sens are really playing with ease. Here's another shot goes wide. Leafs have stopped skating here. Cowan trying to chip it out. He cannot. Sens keeping it in. Leafs got to get a little bit more aggressive here. Have to get a little more aggressive. This coming back to the point. Through the legs. Montepallo keeping this one in. It's like you can't do that on television. Len with the wonder wall. This is going to come out again all the way down the ice. Allmark is up to play it. No icing. 4:40 to go. Hey there, Carl. 5-2 is the score. 5-2. It's an ugly score. Here comes Ekman Larson. Eki on the move. He's going to flip this one up. Giving chase in. There was a huge bang. Oh, big hit by Ekman Larson. And Gilbert is down, and Gilbert is very slow to get up. There was a huge bang. It was like somebody slammed the door when they got off the ice. So Lars is coming at Ekman Larson. This was a big hit by Ekman Larson, and Gilbert, he's in all kinds of discomfort down on the ice. Again, in real time, it looked like no issue. It looked like a good hit. Travis Green is given the laser stare, the laser eyes there. Brady Tkachuk is on the bench. So let's see a replay here, guys, in the truck. In full speed, it looked like a good hit. He just took him heavily into the boards. But he's still down on the ice, and Gilbert has been a pivotal part of the Senators' game here tonight. So Gilbert is up. He's holding his right arm. So it's a shoulder. Gilbert goes in. Ekman Larson. Clean hit. This is 100% a clean hit. He goes in, hits him into the boards, and just caught him, just got his shoulder. His kind of got mangled a little bit, but nothing wrong with that hit at all. Need about 25 hits a night like that. They got to be physical, and that was a good hit. They hit us like that, and no one says a word. Too bad. Yeah, right, exactly. Keep it classy and play safe. But finish your checks, and that was nothing wrong with that hit there from Ekman Larson. 21 hits tonight from the Ottawa Senators. That is hit number 16 from Toronto. And Ottawa has certainly been taking the game physically to the Maple Leafs. If Ottawa wins, does that mean they're in the playoffs? Not exactly. So the Senators are so close. Now, it does depend what happens in the Islanders game. If Ottawa wins tonight, they will go to 81 points. So they will jump over Philadelphia. If the Islanders lose, the Islanders will stay at 83, meaning Ottawa would become 2 points behind the Islanders. They would be, the other teams, Boston and Detroit, are at 84 points, and they play each other tonight. So somebody is going to move up. So 84 points is where you're trying to get to. The center, that's 5 points ahead of Ottawa. So Ottawa would then become 3 points out of a wild card spot. But Boston and Detroit, one of those two is going to pick up some points. Unless it goes to overtime, they'll both pick up a point. Batherson hits us about 10 times. Batherson hits a lot. He does. How many does he have tonight? Batherson is the type of player I would absolutely love to have. Batherson has 4 hits tonight. He's got 1 shot and an assist, 21 shifts, 14 and a half minutes of ice time, but 4 hits tonight from Batherson. All right, back from commercial break. In the corner in the Ottawa zone, Sen's going to get out and down the ice, so that's going to be an icing call. So Toronto, no goaltender. There's an empty net here for the Maple Leafs. Why, oh why, oh why? Why, oh why, oh why do they do this? 4 minutes left. You're down by 3 goals. You pull the goaltender. Why, oh why? So off the draw, Sen's going to come away with it. They're going to bring this one out. Nylander coming back. He can't get there. Ottawa shot at the empty net. Just misses the post. So that's going to be an icing call as Pinto coming up with the shot. They're all solid hits. See, they're all good. I'm a Leafs fan because my dad's story, Doug Gilmore. Dougie was great. Hey, Brian, go Sens. Rouse has become a Montreal fan. We'll be following Montreal. We will be following their playoff drive. We'll be following the Canadian teams. So both Edmonton and Montreal in their playoff drives. We'll be streaming during the playoffs just about every single night. So you can always stop in and check out which game we're doing. We're going to follow a variety of different series. Plus, we'll be following the Toronto Raptors and what they do. Here they come. Senators right back up. They had to put the goaltender back in because the faceoff was just outside the line. It's a penalty. So a penalty was taken by Toronto. So the Senators on the power play, looking for more. Here's a long shot down in front, empty net. And they miss. How did they miss? My goodness. So tripping was the call. Ekman Larson tripping on Amato. Not the same from the hit. Here's a shot from Stützle. That one flutters just wide. 3:13 to go in the period. 1:18 to go on the power play. Ottawa closing in tight, trying to come across. Nice shot block from Carlo. Here they come again. Carlo is in some discomfort after blocking that shot. Back to the point again for Brady. Brady shoots off the shoulder of Wall, and Wall is kind of stunned there a little bit as he took that one high off the shoulder, kind of off the collarbone, and Joseph Wall's helmet comes off again, and Joseph Wall is in some discomfort after taking that shot. So he's having lots of equipment problem today. This shot broke. It looks like the buckle that goes on the strap popped off, and it looks like it actually broke. But Tkachuk missed an empty net on one, and then this other one comes up high, and it just kind of hits him. Oh, it hits him in the neck also. So it hit Stolarz in the neck in warmups. He was out. This one came up and hit Wall in the neck, but because he was down and had that head tucked, it catches the side of the mask, and it popped off that top bracket. So he's taken like 5 or 6 shots off the face today. So he's taking a lot of pucks up high. And this one, again, just the side bottom of the chin of the mask. Scary, scary place. So he had to go get the backup mask now because I guess they couldn't fix the damage on that other mask quick enough. So with 2.5 minutes to go, Joseph Wall now working in his backup mask as the trainer, fixing the buckle or putting a new buckle on his other mask. 35 seconds to go in the Ottawa power play. Bringing this one across. Taking a look. That one goes just wide. Hey, Andrew, I'm doing great. Thank you so much. Busy, busy, busy day. Back to the point. Sens working this one across. Now they're going to walk up. Toronto cannot take it away. Here's another pass, another pass, another pass. Ottawa, they're toying with them right now. It's 3 shots for the Maple Leafs. There's a shot. That one is kicked out. Leafs going to bring it ahead. Here comes Grew, shorthanded up to Nyes. Nyes loses the handle. Senators coming. Power play has expired. Ottawa right back in. We got to get one more shot on net, Toronto. Playing it in front. This one goes just wide. Carlo picks it up. Carlo takes a bump into the corner here. Leafs have just completely stopped skating. 1.5 to go. 3 shots in this period. They do, Brian, they do have a sharp shot. Very, very hard shot. 1, 2, 3. We need shots. Hey, Trav, time for Hillaby. Bring him up. This is going to be played around. Ottawa right back into the Leaf zone. Trying to come out, open net, and Joseph Wall spinning around again. That one almost went in. 5-2, Senators continuing to drive, not taking their foot off the pedal. Another blast, and Wall is going to make this save with 59.8 seconds to go. Oilers are having a power outage. Oh, wow. Wow, wow. So it's crazy. The Maple Leafs had 6 shots in the first period, 5 shots in the second period, and only 3 shots here in the third. Each period getting worse and worse. Senators had 9 in the first, 19 in the second, and 14 here in the third. It's bad. It is bad. Senators killing them in the faceoff circle too, and that's Toronto's strong suit. They give it away. Ottawa side of the net, trying to bring it to the high slot, bouncing around to the point. Here's Zub getting it in that slot area. Back to Zub at the point. He's going to bring it to the middle, shooting up high on wall, and another save. Montreal adds another one. It's 6-3 now, Montreal. So the Canadians doing a favor here for the Senators. This is crazy. I know, Pete. Can you believe it? The Florida Panthers, a ton of injuries this year, but they have just fallen hard. Fallen hard. Yeah, in Canada, it's a good idea. I'm probably going to do the same. 44.5 seconds to go. Off the draw, Toronto going to pick this one up. Chipping it off the glass and down the ice. Icing call. 38 seconds left to go. 9:46 Eastern time. The Leafs just want to go home. They just want to go home. Caulfield with the hat trick tonight, Lucas reports. Unbelievable. 43 goals now. 7 away from 50 for Caulfield. Off the draw, Myers comes away with the puck. 30 seconds left. Can he just stand behind the Leaf net for 30 seconds? He's there for 5 seconds. 7 seconds he stood behind the net. Take it back. Quinlan, his pass gets blocked. Leafs can't even connect a pass right now. 14 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. Senators hanging on. They're going to play it around behind their own net. This game is over. The Ottawa Senators defeat the Toronto Maple Leafs. Thank you for unsubscribing. See, I told you. Unbelievable. 5-2. The Leafs get demolished here. Unreal. Not a good game at all. 5-2. Total shots, 44 for the Senators, 14 for the Maple Leafs. Why do we put ourselves through this? 55%, almost 56% for the Senators in the faceoff circle, 44% for the Leafs. 17 hits for Toronto, 22 hits for the Ottawa Senators, 14 block shots for Ottawa, 6 for Toronto. Your goal scorers, Tim Stützle, Claude Giroux, Warren Foegele, Michael Amadio, and Ridley Gregg. For the Maple Leafs, John Tavares and Easton Cowan. It was not a good effort by any means. The tank is back on. We'll be back here on Tuesday and Wednesday for Maple Leafs doubleheader action versus the Boston Bruins and the New York Rangers. I hope you'll come and join us. Please tell your friends, tell your families, tell everyone about us so they can come in and be a part of the fun and we can all be disappointed together. 7-3 Montreal. Habs are going to hang on to it. Congratulations to the Ottawa Senators. A big game. You guys deserved that one. Thank you, mods, so much for everything. We appreciate all you do, keeping things safe and moving along. Beverly, thank you so much for the super chat tonight. Have a great night. We'll see you again a little bit later. We got our own playoff game tomorrow. Can't wait to see how that one goes. So we'll be in the rinks. We'll be in a couple of rinks tomorrow for some minor hockey. That is always fun. But have a great couple of days. We will see you on Tuesday. Thanks so much, One House. Appreciate it. Lots of love for everybody. We'll see you Boston, Toronto, coming up from all of us here at the Samwelb12 Experience. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Peace, love. Go Hockey, go. We'll see you real soon. Good night, everybody. Happy Saturday.